Okay, I just wait.
It's so much. Oh my goodness, the front line and the back line all secured by S8ul as well. But for Secret Shrine, it's looking a bit squishy, as you said, right?
5% là cái nó 4% là
We
thông.
can say they are gonna be playing it a bit safe while S8ul tries to go for the little bit of that aggressive lineup. But it's a Minotaur that they have. They have to pick up on those anti-heals quite early. Not to mention, it is paired up by Yuzhong and the Uranus all together. So quite
Sacred
itemization
Shrine versus
priority is
Soul.
in the line as well.
S8ul. S8ul versus Sacred Shrine.
Both the draws honestly, I am
Mayamna khawrang
loving
na ngak pa match ni ko.
very much. Like
Mayamna
SS
khawrang
is
na
such
ngak
a
pa match.
standard and good
The
draw for
match
them. They
everyone has
love
been waiting
to
for.
play around the Kimi and the Granger.
This
And
is
then there's
Sacred
Val
Shrine
looking for
versus Soul.
setups. The moment the
Ado
ability
mayam
lands onto the hands of SS,
like mission si ko.
as well, those surprise picks
Don't forget to hit the
just
like.
great
Sound
to
tapagati guys, sound je noi gi device tagi khar ga lekhat piu ko.
wow.
Sound je
That is
katang di tapani.
very interesting, Val. We've got
Moi
two
caster gi
fighters
sound guys je
in
leithana bo hona bo sound je tapthagre ba. Adu duna noi gi device tagi. Pani lekhat lo. Ado hyper je kai no. Guinevere hyper versus YSS hyper. Ado sajao yam yaure ko. So gi pick se phajaba male aina khanbada.
things go according
So gi pick si di phajare ko.
the scene currently
Nungdum
in the
ahum.
community. This might as well the matchup we see
Ado
into the grand
haure.
finals of the Mythic.
Guys haure ko.
Because with that,
Okay, okay, nang live haure ba. Okay, okay.
welcome
Noi brother
to
su live tham ni ko.
on the match.
So gi match ka Sacred Shrine ka. Ai bani ni na khadang kha thada ge.
We'll just like to add
India gi ai team mani ne si je.
for the audience today. If we
Undefeated
reach
teams of India do.
concurrent viewers, we are going to be giving away 100 diamonds.
Animak number 1 ne.
And if we reach
Ado
500
guys,
viewers, we're gonna
first blood se karma team na logani. Who will take first blood?
make sure to
Which
like,
team will
share,
take first blood?
subscribe,
Ma'am comment over yare ko.
and stream tonight.
Who do you think will win?
Yep, we're currently at
I support both teams. I support both
counting.
teams.
So
May the
of
best
course
team win. May the best team win.
Just who not wants those free diamonds all together, right? But back to the matchup.
Server,
I think
Mumbai
it's
server,
gonna
Mumbai
happen
server.
essentially a little
They are
bit
playing on
glimpse
Mumbai
of
server.
the grand finals that we'll
Mumbai
have
server.
of this mythic showdown altogether.
Although guys, the game has
Still,
started.
hey,
Don't forget to hit the like. Let's hit 100 likes before first blood.
But they would still be surviving that.
Let's go, let's go.
Quick little early aggression. Of course, it's big on the Kimi. I told you that
Blue team is Sacred Shrine. Red team is Soul.
So of course we are going to be seeing a little bit of aggression. Oh, you can see that definitely. However, they're just going to be making it out alive. But the mid control definitely into the hands of SS.
Definitely.
Mumbai servers ya. Sanaba kanda toss tawna bane, ba. Coin toss. Ado akawa mi dona server khandoi ba. Adu bu kaino manaw di chatlani. Henjal lega. Okay, okay. First blood
Coming in.
by
Easy
Sacred
burst
Shrine.
from Van S8ul right there. But
500
SS is
dầu
gonna
đi đó. Dầu đi
retaliate.
ra
Are
cái
going
dầu đi
for more.
500
Antonio
dầu.
tries to look for taunt. Misses it.
Ado bu.
Oh, it
So the early game thi lega. Nice, nice.
But Van is gonna
Nice
get the
pick off.
kill
Dixon.
easily onto
Yeah,
Jen
go.
right there.
Kappene brother so early
Quite a
game sida.
priority right before the
Với
turtle.
server đấy
Good
사다가
skills landing on
Moi maram dam
the
ki server sanar po word yam thina ha ka doi ba.
which means it gives them the chance of
Ado
taking
easy
the
turtle.
without
Free
having
turtle.
to contest
Mỗi
from
mỗi
the
là
side of
khơi
S8ul.
lầm đó lạc một tí
Trying
here đi
really off
rồi
to
tình
a
gì
great start for
Mane mana doi ne. Ado airo huji mobile ki khushi du kaino. EXP ga keno ga khushi du kaino ba. Hendo season mane. Hyper ga.
For that, they need to open up space
Best of kya no, best of 1.
farm up as
This is best of 1. Switch stage size the best of 1 ni ko. Team khudimak se loina mak thengai na du ne.
to get some early kills because they can
Loina amam loi sana doi ba.
so converting that
Ado ngasi EBT ki play su lai ko guys. We have EBT game play too. EBT ki play su lai ko.
có cái total biết scale này đó
Total match every day 4 matches. Every day 4 best of 1 matches. For the yadre ko. So early game je pung chai jai re.
sai sai
This is not what I expected.
really good
This
follow-up
is not what I
from the
expected.
side of Sacred Shrine, not leaving any one of them single throughout
cái
the
đồ
whole
radium
map.
đó UA nó
One
school
is
nó
there,
tới giờ
they
Vâng.
have the follow-ups altogether, but look at that
Bro,
Metsatoro
có máy nữa. Cây nổ nổ cấp top cây đời nổ.
jump, but Jay here does
Van Sotaru, what the hell, man? Magido Guinevere Chongzalaga, first kill ama tharaga, Pakalange Tobaneva, Tarakpana Hangre, Pakatpanang Jago, Zito Fadi Faze.
Certainly, they need to disengage as of now. But looking at the gold ranking, Van Satoru, he does have the top gold as of now, given that he is a jungler as well. He's not
Early game domination by Sacred Shrine. Adubu sida gang ama lai successful oidre ko mi amada gang laksan mai successful oidre solo ina sare sidi napo tanaraga post tai ado mathaki tower je lakhoi kidra turtle ju tole ko second turtle coming up Guinevere position je UNS thangala ko doira as brother fazari he oof what a combo kappe ayok sidi yade ne kappe ne solja post are Guinevere gameplay is working. Guinevere gameplay is working. Guinevere pick is working.
Itu Guinevere targetไปสู้อีกก็แกเราอาร์ลอดที่ยุบไว้ยากแต่
And almost a 4K goal lead.
Arlo na sumai na kalak pa dairo no kap ne ba Arlo ke alti high ba da Guinevere alti taw ya bani chem song dan da bi mathak thangat ba ya man tak hojik to ido mai moi communication fajan tawre Sacred Shrine moi communication level si ko wan tare adu bu gengjaw am lai so gi gengjaw am lai ko amadi chalani hyper down ado tower di chakhale ko mayai gi tower chagre makha gi tower chagre ado me am play su nungai kan sida like nam siko guys, don't forget to hit the like zero di natre am kill ma di logre ko gang tor kill ma di logre moi gi lunox ne lunox ka gang lak pai je mi ma di dum si dui ni ko
goal lit 4K ke da 4K goal lit
hat kidore sukre
Triple knock up from the window and Fury now a 4-1. Anti finds Fade into the backline. Jay getting forced out by Arturo.
Yuzong do walking chen dore skill taw group ni Yuzong do tanar hat lo but Kimi gameplay is yo tare post tare ko Sacred Shrine ge Kimi gameplay is post tare asi Kimi je maitai macha ne ET diaramba bit to ne bit to post tare adu bu Lunox se kaino Lunox so pai je purify ni ko light put taw lo di CB ne dum Lunox se no chance of comeback. But let's see. Moi comeback god sky di haina bani ko. Oh city share ni direct. Nappe bro city Guinevere na direct counter to wai se. Chongjan ba pan da su. Magi tak ana first kill da passive ka as yadre. Loe so lore. But nappe ne sida. Nate boot camp ta gaming house ta. Ayok ta bro. Gaming house table asang bada question la sana ko gangu je yum dai sana ko gangu nappe ne antina Mumbai server du sana ba Mumbai server du sana nappi je kai gino ba laikai da phuri si dai knockout na te switch stage ni ko switch stage abadi switch stage to yaw ba team noina mak team kyanom di yaw ngani ko tara he ne yaw ngani adu me am do best of 1 loi sana han duine ba adu do qualify tor ko team me am do joina mak best of 1 sana halani adu go kwai dagi point yam ba team nipa na to taruk to top 6 na top 8 team do khanga tu lane cha tu sidi ayo para tha masing handara ne chumme moi gi boot camp ta para tha masing di khara handara ni ko si por ga de
After 12 minutes, you never know when the items spike.
Final lane tau ne lane se top 6 team na to top 8 teams to lane tau ba
When it just starts to hit and it would probably be
ado EBT ki play su like ko guys don't miss out on EBT's game
in the meantime they are trying to
ado early game je phajai ko Sacred Shrine ge do Sacred Shrine na base sang ba hita di lore ko base sang ba hita ba je lore ado moi base kamai na sang geng ge yengsi sang ge kamai sang yengsi
bahagi half bagi
and I like that he's keeping a safe distance as well. still S8ul they won
ꯍꯣꯏ
their
ꯑꯣꯗꯤꯁꯥꯒꯤꯗꯗꯤꯀꯣ
first stage
ꯁꯣꯜꯅ
fight
ꯌꯥꯝ
out,
ꯊꯤꯅ
but
ꯐꯨꯈꯤꯕ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁꯥꯏꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯞꯄꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯒꯟ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯒꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯦꯖ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯅꯩꯅꯔꯒ ꯐꯥꯏꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯀꯩꯝꯇ ꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯨꯅꯗꯤ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯈꯨꯁꯥꯟꯅꯁꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯨꯅ ꯉꯝꯃꯦ ꯌꯨꯖꯣꯡꯅ ꯆꯣꯡꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯝꯅꯦ ꯋꯥꯛꯀꯤꯡ ꯆꯦꯟꯗꯣꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯊꯤ ꯍꯩꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯦꯀꯣ ꯃꯤꯔꯦꯀꯜꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯦ
ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯅꯦ
Soul needs a miracle to come back. Soul needs a miracle to come back here. ꯃꯨꯝꯕꯥꯏ ꯁꯔꯚꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯁꯔꯚꯔꯁꯦ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯍꯧꯔꯝꯗꯥꯏꯗ ꯀꯣꯏꯟ ꯇꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯕꯅꯦ ꯇꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯔꯚꯔ ꯈꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯕ
ꯃꯣꯏ
ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯤ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯆꯧꯀ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯇꯥꯡꯕꯗꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯐꯝꯕꯒꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯐꯛ ꯄꯥꯈꯠꯇꯣꯏꯅꯤ
ꯁꯤ ꯄꯣꯔꯗꯤ ꯇꯟ ꯃꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯟꯊꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯏꯀꯣ ꯄꯣꯁ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯀꯦꯝꯇ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯅꯦꯠ ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯗꯗꯤ ꯅꯞꯄ ꯌꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯀꯦꯝꯇꯩꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯩꯁꯦ ꯇꯦꯕꯜ ꯑꯁꯥꯡꯕꯗ ꯆꯧꯀ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯒꯦꯃꯤꯡ ꯆꯤꯌꯔꯗ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯂꯞ ꯐꯝꯃꯦ ꯇꯦꯕꯜꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯏꯗ ꯔꯨꯇꯔ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯆꯔꯣꯡ ꯂꯣꯡꯕ ꯔꯨꯇꯔꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯤꯜꯂ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯦꯠ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ
ꯒꯦꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯥꯟ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯔꯦꯠ ꯕꯨꯜ ꯊꯛꯑꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯀꯣ ꯇꯥꯟ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ
ꯔꯦꯗ ꯕꯨꯜꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯟꯁꯇꯔ ꯑꯜꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯩ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯒꯟꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯒ ꯁꯤꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯅꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ
ꯃꯤꯅꯣꯇꯣꯔ ꯆꯦꯗ ꯑꯣꯜꯂꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯤꯅꯣꯇꯣꯔ ꯌꯨꯑꯦꯟꯑꯦꯁꯀꯁꯦ
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯒꯣꯜꯂꯦꯟꯗ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯁꯣꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯐꯖꯩꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯤꯗꯣ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯆꯤꯡꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯌꯝꯅ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯏ ꯑꯦꯛꯁ ꯄꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯒ ꯆꯞ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯒꯣꯜ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯏ ꯑꯦꯛꯁ ꯄꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯗꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯀꯞ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯔꯣꯜꯒꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯔꯗꯤ ꯐꯩ ꯒꯣꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯗꯤ ꯒꯣꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤꯕ ꯀꯣ ꯒꯣꯜꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯔꯣ
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯆꯦꯞꯄꯒꯁꯨ ꯎꯠꯂꯦ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯜ ꯁꯤꯟꯗꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯑꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏꯌꯦ ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯦ ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯔꯣꯏꯌꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯨꯐꯨꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯊꯤꯃꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯇꯟ ꯃꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯟꯊꯔꯅꯤ ꯍꯣꯔꯦꯟ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯀꯦꯝꯇ ꯆꯥꯛ ꯄꯤꯖꯔꯔꯣꯏ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯣ ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ ꯅꯩꯕꯩ ꯆꯥꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯈꯣꯡꯕꯥꯟ ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯋꯦꯜ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯗ ꯇꯨ ꯕꯣꯊ ꯇꯤꯝꯁ
ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ ꯀꯌꯥꯗꯅꯣ ꯒꯦꯝ
ꯀꯪꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯆꯨꯂꯦꯁꯟꯁ
ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯦ
ꯈꯪꯗꯦꯉꯣ ꯔꯦꯡꯀ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦꯉꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ
ꯍꯧꯅꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯣꯏꯕꯗ ꯍꯥꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯀꯞꯄꯦꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯜ ꯄꯣꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯁꯤ ꯒꯥꯏ
ꯌꯦꯡꯅꯔꯗꯤ ꯁꯣꯝꯗ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦ ꯐꯨꯗꯩꯁꯤꯒ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯅꯦ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯨꯗꯕ
ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕ
ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯩꯒꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯐꯖꯗꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯣꯡꯕꯥꯟ ꯊꯣꯔꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯇꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕꯛꯇꯔꯥꯖꯅꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯕꯅꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯃꯦꯟꯇ ꯕꯛꯇꯔꯥꯖꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯦ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯋꯥꯟꯅꯤ ꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯦ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯋꯥꯟꯅꯦꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯈꯪꯉꯦꯗꯅꯗꯣ
ꯑꯩ ꯈꯠꯂꯦ
ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯗ ꯁꯣꯜꯅ ꯉꯥꯡꯉꯤꯕ ꯋꯥꯖꯥꯎꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯁ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯋꯥꯖꯥꯎꯒ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯒ ꯆꯥꯟꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ
ꯁꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯥꯡ ꯇꯥꯈꯠꯄ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯋꯥꯟ ꯐꯥꯒꯤ
ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯈꯣꯡꯕꯥꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯑꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯈꯣꯡꯕꯥꯟ ꯅꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦ ꯅꯩꯈꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯦ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯗꯣꯟꯠ ꯐꯣꯔꯒꯦꯠ ꯇꯨ ꯍꯤꯠ ꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ Don't forget to hit the like. Come back stronger next time, Soul. Come back stronger next time. ꯀꯃꯦꯟꯅꯦ
ꯕꯦꯛꯁꯇꯦꯖꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯦꯡꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯦꯟꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯃꯦꯟꯇ ꯁꯣꯜ ꯁꯞꯄꯣꯔꯇꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯃ ꯔꯣꯀꯦꯠꯀꯤ ꯏꯃꯣꯖꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯗꯥꯏꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
ꯔꯣꯀꯦꯠꯇꯣ
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯗꯅ ꯊꯤ ꯋꯥꯖꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯡ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯅꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯀꯃꯦꯟꯇ ꯀꯞꯄꯦꯅꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯡ ꯅꯦꯠꯂꯦꯟ ꯃꯈꯧꯔꯤꯗ ꯗꯥꯏ ꯅꯦꯠꯁꯜꯂꯝꯃꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯒꯂꯥꯗ ꯅꯦꯠꯂꯝꯃꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ
ꯅꯦꯠꯁꯜꯂꯦ
ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯒꯂꯥꯗ ꯅꯦꯠꯂꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯌꯥꯎꯏ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯤꯃꯤ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯁꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯁꯦ ꯁꯔꯀꯦꯁ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯥꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯑꯦꯁꯅ ꯐꯨꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ
ꯐꯨꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯅꯦꯠꯄꯅꯦꯕ ꯊꯕꯥꯛꯇ
ꯐꯨꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯅꯦꯠꯁꯜꯂꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯂꯩꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯂꯩ ꯗꯣꯟꯠ ꯐꯣꯔꯒꯦꯠ ꯇꯨ ꯍꯤꯠ ꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯒꯣꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ RNTX RNT ꯂꯩꯀꯣ ꯃꯊꯪ RNT vs ꯑꯃ ꯂꯣꯒꯣꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯀꯩ ꯂꯣꯒꯣꯅ ꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ
ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯂꯣꯒꯣ
rest of the aggression onto their side. When he was able to, breeze through all the whole
ꯖꯣꯟꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ
jungle because of all of the
ꯃꯊꯪꯗ RNTX ꯅꯤꯀꯣ
objectives
ꯁꯣꯜ
he
ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
had
ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ
those
ꯆꯥꯎꯕ
were
ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟꯅꯤ
playing all together.
RNT ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁꯨ
Still, I would
ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ
definitely
ꯆꯥꯎꯕ
like
ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯆꯧꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ
18
ꯀꯨꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
score.
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯆꯧꯕꯁꯦ
That
ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯦ
is not
RNTꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ
something
ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯀꯣ
that we
NBA
are
ꯂꯥꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕꯣ
gonna be joking about.
EBT EBT ꯄꯨꯡ ꯀꯌꯥꯗꯅꯣ EBT ꯊꯥꯔꯠ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
I believe that it was mainly just Apex trying to look for the few
ꯑꯩꯗꯣ
setups which he
ꯃꯥꯡꯉꯨꯕꯩ
could into the team fight situation
ꯁꯤꯁꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ
and
ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯦ
allow the damage to be
ꯄꯤꯠ
back
ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ
up
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯦ ꯁꯣꯝꯒꯤ
ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ
apart
ꯀꯞꯄꯦꯅꯦ
ꯑꯁꯨꯗꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯟꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯛꯅꯤꯡꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯦꯝꯕꯦꯁꯀꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯃꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯟ ꯃꯥꯜꯍꯧꯕꯅꯦ
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯗꯧꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
that is
ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏ
right.
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯣꯃꯣ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯄꯥꯏ
Just
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ
remember this man's name Artorio. He comes with a mission and he completes it while on the EXP lane as well. I believe the Arlok was just
ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯍꯣꯔꯦꯟ
no
ꯃꯣꯏ
matter what you say.
ꯄꯔꯥꯊꯥ
The
ꯃꯁꯤꯡ
Arlok just
ꯍꯟꯊꯔꯅꯤ
worked out better for the side of Sacred
ꯄꯔꯥꯊꯥ ꯃꯁꯤꯡ
Rituals.
ꯍꯟꯊꯔꯅꯤꯀꯣ
And that is why they definitely dominated 18.
ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞ ꯚꯔꯁꯦꯁ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔꯃꯨꯟ ꯅꯦꯛꯁ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞꯀ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔꯃꯨꯟꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔꯃꯨꯟꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ
ꯑꯣ ꯑꯦꯗꯣꯁꯤꯗꯣ
ꯅꯣꯛꯇꯨꯔꯥ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯅꯣꯛꯇꯨꯔꯥꯗ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯅꯤ
ꯑꯣ 11 ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯇ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯂꯣꯏꯕꯗꯤ
Honestly,
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤꯗꯣ
given that it's a
ꯊꯨꯃꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
Uranus, he did really well on
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
defending his
ꯅꯣꯛꯇꯨꯔꯥꯒ
side altogether. Apart from
RNTXꯀ
that,
ꯑꯗꯣ
one of them
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯥꯟ
he
ꯒꯦꯝ
had
RNTꯗꯅ ꯋꯤꯠꯁ ꯌꯥꯎꯏꯀꯣ
success
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ
for
ꯃꯆꯥ
himself
RNTꯗꯅ
was
ꯋꯤꯠꯁ ꯌꯥꯎꯏ
really justified. But still, I
ꯑꯗꯣ
think
ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯆꯁꯨ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ
overall,
ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯗꯣꯟ ꯐꯣꯔꯒꯦꯠ ꯍꯤꯠ ꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯁꯤꯀꯣ
ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯀꯣ
just leave it
ꯕꯣꯏꯁ
out. Most of
ꯂꯥꯏꯛ
them
ꯃꯦꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ
it
ꯃꯦꯁꯟꯁꯤꯁꯦ
was,
ꯏꯅꯥꯎ ꯀꯧꯔꯛꯑꯣꯅꯦ
because of
ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯗꯣ
the
ꯀꯧꯔꯛꯑꯣꯅꯦ ꯕꯣꯏꯁ
routers.
ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯗꯣ
But early, they just gave
ꯑꯩ
Bit
ꯃꯥꯡꯒꯦꯅ
his
ꯃꯥꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯡ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦꯅꯦ
comfort altogether, followed up by Arlot as well. Come on, Arlot. So
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
two of the
ꯀꯌꯥꯝ
comfort
ꯀꯨꯏꯅ
picks,
ꯉꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ
that just makes a huge difference.
ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤꯗ
Rather
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯁꯨ
going
ꯀꯨꯏꯗꯕꯅꯤ
for the counter picks
ꯑꯦꯟꯇꯤꯁꯦ
altogether.
ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯑꯦꯟꯇꯤ
Now
ꯃꯦꯠꯆꯇꯨꯔꯣ
for
ꯃꯥꯅꯦ
the
ꯃꯥꯅꯦ ꯑꯦꯟꯇꯤ
Vortex
ꯃꯦꯠꯆ
as well. S8ul, they might
ꯁꯣꯜ
have
ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯕꯣ ꯁꯣꯜ
been
ꯌꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁꯣꯜ
underperforming a bit
ꯌꯩꯕ
more
ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ
recently,
ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ
but at
ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ
least it did not feel
ꯅꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯥꯕꯨ
very
ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ
much
ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ ꯁꯣꯜꯗꯣ
altogether. But
ꯑꯦꯁꯅ
it's
ꯂꯩꯍꯦ
just
ꯑꯗꯨꯏ
the
ꯁꯤꯟꯗꯨꯗꯤ
start of the match, and we just got a little bit of glimpse. Still, congratulations to SS for moving up to
ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ
the
ꯅꯦꯠꯁꯜꯂꯝꯃꯦ
bracket.
ꯊꯕꯥꯛꯇ
Clean streak so far might
ꯑꯗꯣ
just be
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ
enough
ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯩ
to
ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ
save
ꯈꯨꯁꯣꯏꯗꯨꯗꯩ
just
ꯑꯩꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
like this.
ꯈꯪꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ
The next
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
one
ꯁꯤꯅꯤ
would
ꯃꯣꯏ
be
ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯏꯔꯛꯏꯗꯣ
victory for them.
ꯑꯗꯨ
So
ꯁꯣꯏꯕꯗꯨꯗ ꯈꯪꯉꯦꯕ
let's see them
ꯒꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
right there. While S8ul
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ
still
ꯒꯦꯝ
needs to
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ
get two
ꯇꯔꯇꯜ
more
ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯉꯩꯒꯤ
victories.
ꯇꯔꯇꯜ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯝꯗꯥꯏꯒꯤꯗꯣ
What is gonna get
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ
harder
ꯁꯣꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
because
ꯁꯣꯜꯗꯣ
two
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
teams down in the 1-1 bracket.
ꯃꯤꯅꯤ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯁꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯅꯦ
ꯑꯗꯣ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯦ
ꯌꯨ ꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯟꯁꯦ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇꯔ ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯝꯗꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯎꯠꯂꯦꯀꯣ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯎꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯎꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯌꯨ ꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯟꯁꯦ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇꯔ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯟꯕ ꯄꯥꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯏꯁꯜꯂꯒ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯟꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯒꯤ ꯗꯦꯁ ꯑꯃꯃꯨꯛ ꯐꯪꯉꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯁꯜꯂꯒ ꯀꯣꯔꯣꯀꯔꯥ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯛꯑꯦꯕ
ꯋꯥꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯃꯥꯅꯦ ꯈꯔ ꯁꯨꯔꯁꯤ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯒꯦꯝ
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯣ ꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯖꯤꯛꯁꯤꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ
In the matter of few
ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ
seconds.
ꯁꯣꯏꯒꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯂꯦꯠꯁ ꯁꯤ ꯋꯦꯔ ꯏꯠ ꯑꯣꯜ
10
ꯋꯦꯟ ꯔꯣꯡ
ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯁꯇꯤꯅꯦ
10 ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯁꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦ ꯀꯣ ꯀꯥꯟꯗꯦ
10 ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯁꯤꯗꯤ
He does have
ꯂꯩꯈꯠꯂꯦꯍꯦ
for fate, but it's
ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ
Make sure to
ꯁꯣꯏꯒꯦ
like, share,
ꯁꯤ ꯁꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ
subscribe,
0-0
and invite your friends to the stream tonight.
0-0ꯅꯤꯀꯣ
well, we're
ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯀꯣ
currently at 222 and counting. So
ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ
for
ꯁꯣꯜꯅ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ
you,
ꯍꯧꯒꯦꯗꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯦꯚꯦꯜ 1 ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯦ
just
ꯆꯞ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯅ
who
ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯀꯣ
do not want those free
ꯅꯪꯒꯤ
diamonds
ꯂꯥꯏꯞ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯦ
altogether, right?
ꯆꯪꯉ
But back to the
ꯁꯣꯜꯗꯤ
matchup.
ꯇꯟꯗꯧꯅ ꯇꯣꯠꯂꯦ
We can just turn this as
ꯇꯣꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ
a matchup of the century.
ꯅꯦꯛꯈꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯦ
A little bit glimpse
ꯑꯦꯐ ꯑꯦꯁ
of
ꯀꯣꯂꯔ
the grand finals that we'll have of this mythic showdown
ꯑꯦꯐ ꯑꯦꯁ
altogether.
ꯀꯣꯂꯔ
Still,
ꯊꯥꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ
a lot of aggression starting
ꯑꯦꯐꯦꯛꯁꯇꯣ
from the mid
ꯂꯩꯈꯠꯂꯦꯅꯦ
lane already. Asuna caught low, but
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ
they
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ
would
ꯁꯣꯏ
still
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ
ꯃꯦꯠꯁ
ꯁꯣꯏꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯍꯣꯃꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯍꯩꯄꯥꯛ ꯀꯧꯋꯦ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯍꯣꯃꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯡ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯄꯨꯂꯞꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯗꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯟꯁꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯃꯥꯟꯗꯕꯗꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯀꯩꯗ ꯋꯥ ꯉꯥꯡꯄꯗ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯃꯥꯟꯗꯕꯗꯣ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯃꯌꯥꯡꯗ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯟ ꯃꯥꯟꯕ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯗ
ꯑꯣ
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅꯦꯕ
ꯑꯦꯐ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯀꯣꯂꯔ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯣ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯗꯕ
ꯐꯦꯁꯕꯨꯛꯇ
ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯒꯁꯨ
ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯁꯣꯜꯗ
ꯁꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ
ꯁꯣꯜꯗ ꯑꯦꯐꯦꯛꯁꯇ
ꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ
ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ
ꯇꯧ
ꯃꯥꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
ꯆꯞꯇꯣꯏꯕ
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯒꯟꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯃꯥ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯎꯔꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯁꯤ ꯆꯦꯟꯈꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯈꯪꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯥ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯟ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯅꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ ꯆꯦꯃ ꯆꯪ ꯁꯤꯕꯣꯛ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯌꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯌꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯅꯪ ꯍꯤꯡꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯇꯧ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯒꯦꯡ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯌꯦꯡꯀꯣ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯅꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯦ ꯂꯧꯔꯅꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯁꯤꯔꯅꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯁꯤꯕꯗ ꯑꯃꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯦ ꯃꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯀꯣ ꯌꯨꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯀꯤꯡ ꯆꯦꯜꯂ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯤꯁꯨ ꯊꯥꯗꯗꯦ
ꯄꯣꯠꯅ ꯏꯔꯨꯛ ꯂꯩꯕꯕꯨ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁꯣꯜ ꯀꯥꯏꯖꯔꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯁꯤꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯣ ꯃꯕꯥꯅꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯧꯕ ꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯧꯕ
Quite the priority right before the turtle. Good skills
ꯑꯗꯒꯤ
landing
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ
on
ꯇꯔꯇꯜꯁꯦ
the
ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
divine
ꯇꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
requiem all together, which means it gives them the chance of taking
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯤꯗꯤ
the turtle
ꯀꯩꯝ
without
ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
ꯑꯦꯐꯦꯛꯁꯤꯁꯨ
ꯏ ꯑꯦꯛꯁ ꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯟ ꯂꯥꯝꯃꯨꯕꯗꯣ ꯍꯟꯗꯒꯩ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯟ ꯂꯥꯝꯃꯨꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯏꯕꯅꯤꯗ
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ ꯁꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯦ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯥꯟꯗꯤ
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ ꯁꯣꯏꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯔꯇꯜ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ ꯁꯨꯡꯌꯥ
ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯒꯦꯝꯁ ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯁꯨꯡ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯅꯣ ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛꯅꯦ ꯐꯥꯏꯠꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯅꯤꯅꯀꯣ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯍꯟꯗꯕ ꯒꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯐꯨꯅꯔꯁꯨ ꯄꯨꯟ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯩꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯗꯔꯤꯗꯣ ꯚꯥꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯋꯥꯟꯅꯦꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯥꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯗꯥꯡꯁꯦ
ꯚꯥꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯋꯥꯟꯗꯣ
ꯂꯧꯕ
ꯅꯠꯇꯦ
ꯌꯥꯔꯦ
ꯀꯩꯝꯇ ꯁꯤꯊꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯀꯩꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯤꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯣ
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯗꯥꯡꯗꯣ ꯊꯥꯡꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯦꯅ
ꯀꯣꯂꯔꯗ ꯈꯨꯊꯥꯡ ꯄꯥꯏꯗꯣ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯊꯥꯡꯗꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯥ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯤ ꯃꯆꯤꯟ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯕꯗꯤ
ꯌꯥꯅꯤ ꯌꯥꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀꯁꯨ ꯁꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯃꯅꯥꯎꯁꯦ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯒꯟꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯐꯥꯎꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯁꯥꯎꯅꯩꯔ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯜꯂꯦꯕ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯕꯦꯛꯀꯞ ꯂꯩꯒꯥꯏ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯩꯅꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯝ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯗ ꯌꯨꯃꯤꯅ ꯇꯣꯔ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯀꯥꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯁꯤ
ꯄꯣꯠ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ
ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯟꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ
ꯁꯣꯏꯕ
ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ
ꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯂꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯒꯟ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯁꯨ ꯅꯪꯗꯦ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ
Brilliance, but
ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯜꯂꯤ
actually
ꯆꯣꯡ
gets
ꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ
secret
ꯅꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ
first
ꯉꯁꯥꯏ
down
ꯁꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦ
right in matter of seconds along with Apex.
Really good follow-up coming in from the side of Sacred Shrine, not leaving any one of them single throughout the whole
ꯑꯗꯣ
map.
ꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
One is there,
ꯑꯦꯁ
they
ꯑꯦꯁꯅ
have
ꯉꯝꯈꯤꯕꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯉꯝꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯣ
followers
ꯁꯤꯁꯨ
all
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯣ
together, but look at
ꯑꯗꯣ
that
ꯃꯥꯁꯤ
turtle
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯄ
move
ꯁꯣꯏꯕꯅꯦ
though.
ꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯄ
ꯒꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯁꯦ
ꯁꯣꯏꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀꯁꯨ
ꯂꯩꯒꯗꯧꯕ
ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯀꯣ
Not leaving
ꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯄꯁꯦ ꯒꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯁꯦ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯁꯣꯏꯔꯕꯅꯦ
single throughout
ꯖꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯀꯦꯕ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯦꯕ
the whole map. One is there,
ꯒꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯅ ꯐꯠ
they
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯒ
have the
ꯑꯜꯇꯤ ꯄꯠ
follow-ups
ꯃꯦꯠꯇꯕ
all
ꯃꯥꯁꯨ
together, but look at that
ꯕꯣꯜ
turtle
ꯑꯃ ꯄꯤꯕ
move though.
ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯄꯥꯏꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕꯅꯦ
Did miss out on the jump, but Jay here does not have the damage yet. Radium getting a bit
ꯃꯥ
chunked
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
down.
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯕꯗꯤ
He
ꯁꯤꯕꯁꯨ
already has
ꯌꯥꯏꯗꯀꯣ
the Sky Piercer and
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯀꯤꯜ ꯃꯥꯗ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯀꯤꯜ ꯅꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯒꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯗꯣ ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯀꯤꯜ ꯅꯝꯃꯒ ꯑꯜꯇꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯃꯦꯠꯀꯤꯁꯅꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯇꯞ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯅꯤ ꯃꯤꯗꯣ ꯌꯨꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯅ ꯇꯞ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯝꯒꯅꯦꯕ ꯇꯞ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯗꯤ
Certainly, they
ꯁꯠ ꯁꯠ
need to stay
ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦ
disengaged
ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯗ
as
ꯀꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯜ
of
ꯊꯨꯅ
now.
ꯂꯩꯇꯕꯅꯦꯕ
But looking at the gold ranking, S8ul, he does have the top gold as of now, given that he is a jungler as well. He's not going to be struggling with the builds even a little bit, but Rom come out here.
Oh, good engage.
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯍꯤꯡꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯒꯦꯡ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯍꯤꯡꯈꯤꯕ
Fury saves Apex's life though. Revive
ꯇꯦꯕꯜ
lies
ꯇꯔꯟ
on
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ
Mark
ꯁꯣꯝꯗꯒꯤ
right there. Ronco tries to go in with
ꯍꯥꯠ
the follow,
ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕ
but has to back off because no team decides to go in for a full-on engage as the turtle is already going to be up.
ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ ꯇꯔꯇꯜ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯦ
Yep, certainly second turtle up for the grab
ꯌꯦꯡꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯝꯕꯣꯁꯦ
altogether.
ꯌꯦꯡꯀꯣ
This time, once again,
ꯒꯤꯅꯤꯕꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯜꯇꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯁꯤ
out there.
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯣꯠꯅ ꯀꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯀꯣꯝꯕꯣꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏꯗꯣ ꯑꯝꯇꯒ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯀꯦꯀꯣ
Yep, certainly
ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯐꯨꯜ
turtle up
ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯛꯅꯦ
for
ꯒ꯭ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤ
the
ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯁ
grab
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯇꯦꯕ
altogether.
ꯃꯥꯏ
This
ꯑꯜꯇꯤ
time,
ꯈꯥꯛꯆꯜꯂꯦꯗꯅ
once again,
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ
so
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯣꯠꯅ
well
ꯀꯜꯂꯛꯑꯒ
there.
ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏ
Oh,
ꯀꯣꯝꯕꯣꯅꯤ
the
ꯁꯤꯁꯨ
final
ꯐꯖꯅ
tag
ꯄꯥꯎ ꯐꯥꯎꯅꯔꯦ ꯁꯤ
coming
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗꯤ
in from
ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯇꯤꯛ
Romco
ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯦ
right there.
ꯇꯤꯛ
Absolute
ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯦꯀꯣ
demolishin coming in from the side of Sacred Shrine.
ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ
And
ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟ
free access to the turtle while the rest of them
ꯁꯤ
destroy
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯦ
the
ꯇꯤꯛ
tier
ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯦ
1 onto mid lane. Completely taking control of the map right under 5 minutes.
ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯇꯔꯇꯜ ꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ
6-0.
ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯣꯠꯅ ꯀꯜꯂꯛꯄꯒ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤ ꯑꯜꯇꯤ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯅꯣꯛꯀꯞ ꯆꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯣꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯜꯇꯤꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯛꯀꯞꯅꯦꯕ
And almost a 4K
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯗ
gold
ꯒ꯭ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯕꯤ
lead in
ꯑꯜꯇꯤꯇꯪ
their
ꯅꯝꯕꯗ
hands
ꯃꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯂꯣꯏ
already.
ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯠꯇꯣꯏꯕ
Taking the mid tier is already a huge achievement. You get that liberty
later.
of you know,
ꯁꯣꯜ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
using
ꯃꯤꯊꯤꯛꯁꯦ
Rom's
ꯁꯣꯜꯅꯦ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ
skill
ꯁꯅꯥꯏ
in
ꯁꯣꯜꯒꯤ
jungle, but
ꯑꯦꯅꯥꯂꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯣꯜꯒꯤ
the
ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯅꯦ
utilizations as
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ
well.
ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯁꯦ
Murder
ꯂꯣꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯉꯁꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯗꯥꯡꯗꯤ
picking up, but
ꯂꯩꯈꯠꯅꯔꯤꯗ ꯃꯣꯏ
out
ꯑꯗꯣ
here.
ꯁꯤꯗ
Oh,
ꯃꯣꯏꯅ
good
ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ
engage.
ꯆꯠꯄꯅꯦ ꯁꯤꯃꯗꯤ
Oh,
ꯐꯖꯕꯅꯦ
gets
ꯁꯣꯜꯒꯤ
melted down though. And
ꯁꯤ ꯃꯉꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯐꯖꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ
the
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
5 play.
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯅ
Coming in
ꯆꯠꯄꯗꯣ
off
ꯑꯗꯣ
the
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
back.
ꯇꯥꯋꯔꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ
Radium
ꯀꯦꯝꯕ
here getting the same mirror rotation on his pace, but him being a Uranus might just be able
ꯁꯣꯜ
to
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅ
get
ꯑꯦꯁ
down
ꯑꯦꯁꯅꯗꯤ
to
ꯌꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯜꯗꯣ
tier 2 while S8ul looks for the tier 1 up onto
ꯑꯦꯁ ꯑꯦꯁꯁꯦ
mid
ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ
lane.
ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ
However,
ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖꯁꯤꯗ ꯄꯣꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯈꯟꯕꯗ
Sacred
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ
Shrine here definitely has the turtle
ꯄꯣꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯣ
advantage.
ꯑꯗꯨ
The
ꯃꯣꯏꯅ
first
ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ
of the
ꯄꯣꯏꯟ
map
ꯋꯥꯡꯗꯣꯏ မာꯜꯂꯦ
being
ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ
secured by them
ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯍꯪꯆꯤꯠꯄꯨꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
while
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ
Rom
ꯃꯣꯏ
trying to look
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ S8ul EBTꯒ ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤ S8ul Venomꯒ ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤ S8ul Yamaga ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯑꯃꯃꯝ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯍꯟꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯇꯤꯝ 6 ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯇꯤꯝ 9ꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯂꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯇꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯑꯃ
ꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗ
Honestly, for the side of
ꯅꯨꯡꯗꯤ
S8ul,
ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯦ
their
ꯑꯗꯨ
comp is a bit mid
ꯄꯨꯕꯗꯤ
to late
ꯄꯨꯔꯦ
already. So knowing that
ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 1ꯅꯦ
C9
ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 1
taking full
every match is
advantage
best of
in
1
the early
on
game
Swiss stage
into
Swiss
hand,
stage
probably
ꯇꯅꯦꯕ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
giving
ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯦ
Sacred
Swiss stage ꯀꯧꯋꯦꯕꯀꯣ
S8ul the
ꯃꯣꯏ
chance to
ꯇꯤꯝ
even
ꯇꯣꯇꯦꯜ
get
ꯇꯤꯝ
around.
ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯣ
But
ꯇꯣꯇꯦꯜ ꯇꯤꯝ
Vensataro out
ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖꯇ
here
ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯤ
trying
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ
to
ꯀꯌꯥꯝ
pull
ꯊꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇꯔ ꯇꯧꯒꯦ
one
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ
of the
ꯀꯨꯠꯂꯛꯀꯦꯀꯣ ꯖꯨꯝ
early
ꯇꯧꯔꯒ
game into their hands.
ꯒꯨꯏꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯅ YSS ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇꯔ ꯇꯧꯒꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ
S8ul the chance
ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯟꯕ
to even get
ꯄꯥꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ
around. But
ꯒꯨꯏꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯗ ꯄꯥꯏꯁꯜꯂ ꯐꯨꯕꯅꯦ
Vensataro out here
ꯀꯣ ꯇꯣ
trying to, oh my
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯠꯂ
goodness,
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
one
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ
one still following up. And the Violet Requiem takes it out as
ꯍꯩꯈꯤꯕꯩꯅꯤꯗ
well. But looking at the heal ranking, of course, it's
ꯍꯩꯈꯤꯕꯩꯅꯤ
gonna
ꯇꯤꯝ ꯃꯣꯏ
be
ꯁꯣꯠꯈꯤꯕꯩꯅꯦꯕ
Uranus that's gonna be getting
YSꯇꯁꯨ
countered a
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
lot. But
ꯍꯥꯠꯄ
ꯁ꯭ꯅꯣꯕꯣꯜ
ꯌꯥꯈꯤꯕ
ꯁꯤꯅꯤ
ꯀꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ
ꯁ꯭ꯅꯣꯕꯣꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁ꯭ꯅꯣꯕꯣꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯅꯤ
complete domination
ꯖꯣꯔ
from
ꯅꯝꯁꯤꯜꯂ
the
ꯃꯈꯨꯠ
side
ꯍꯟ
of
ꯅꯪꯗꯕ
Team Sacred Shrine, not giving S8ul the
ꯌꯨ
chance to
ꯂꯨꯅꯣꯁꯅ
even
ꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯐꯥꯏ
get
ꯄꯥꯏꯁꯤ
back
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯥꯏꯁꯦ
onto their
ꯒꯇꯣꯀꯖꯒ
goal
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯒ
lead.
ꯈꯜꯂ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯦ
The goal lead is almost
ꯒꯨꯏꯅꯤꯕꯤꯔꯒ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯈꯟꯖꯜꯂꯒ
5.5k, and third hurdle is up for grabs once again. Still not even letting Jay take the
ꯑꯗꯣ
far
ꯁꯣꯒꯤ
end
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ
of
ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯊꯤꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯐꯖꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯒꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯟꯗꯛ
ꯄꯣꯔꯇꯨꯒꯜ
ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤ
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯌꯦꯡ
ꯍꯟꯗꯛ ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯊꯤꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ
ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ
And he's
ꯂꯤꯗꯔ
at a level
ꯄꯣꯔꯇꯨꯒꯜ
9
ꯉꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
only.
ꯃꯣꯏ
That is
ꯀꯩ
not
ꯃꯦꯠꯆ
good
ꯂꯩꯒꯦ
early season to be in. They should
ꯉꯁꯤ
be at least a level 12 or
ꯉꯁꯤ
13.
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯂꯩ
Had
ꯏ ꯕꯤ
the
ꯇꯤ
confidence
ꯚꯔꯁꯦꯁ
to
ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯑꯩꯁꯤ
boss
ꯌꯦꯡꯗꯗꯤ
up
ꯈꯪꯉꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ
Rom Com.
ꯊꯝꯅꯦꯜꯁꯦ
I
ꯏ ꯕꯤ
think
ꯇꯤ
he was
ꯚꯔꯁꯦꯁ
so
ꯑꯁꯤ
eager to
ꯀꯩ
use his
ꯇꯤꯝꯅꯣ ꯑꯩ
rom
ꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
com,
ꯂꯣꯒꯣꯁꯦ
giving Fate the space and Bid the space. And like Bid hasn't been
ꯑꯗꯣ
playing well
ꯃꯊꯪꯗꯗꯤ
lately
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯤꯀോ
despite
ꯑꯥꯔ ꯑꯦꯟ
players
ꯇꯤꯒ
like Rom
ꯅꯣꯛꯇꯨꯔꯥꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ
and the Dragon Team.
ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞ
ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅꯤ
ꯚꯔꯁꯦꯁ
ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅꯤ
Say a lot
ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞ ꯚꯔꯁꯦꯁ
about
ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯑꯃ
that
ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔ ꯃꯨꯟ
analysis have
ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞ
been
ꯚꯔꯁꯦꯁ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔ ꯃꯨꯟ
leading this game as
ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ
of
ꯃꯦꯠꯆ
right now, and they
ꯑꯗꯣ
know
ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯆꯁꯨ
to
ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ ꯑꯅꯤꯐꯧ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ
keep
ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ
doing this if they
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ
want to
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ
get
ꯃꯦꯠꯆꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯐꯦꯠ
anywhere in
ꯑꯦꯅꯥꯂꯥꯏꯁ
the
ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯁꯤ
World Cup.
ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
Honestly, after the short minute, you never know when the item spike
ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯤ
just comes in,
ꯐꯨꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯦ
right? The power spike from the side of
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
S8ul.
ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ
You would
ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦꯃꯦ
never know when the
ꯅꯩꯒꯥꯏꯔ
item
ꯂꯩꯈꯣꯝ ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦꯕ
starts to hit, and it would probably be
ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ
a little bit too
ꯋꯥꯔꯜ
late
ꯀꯞ
to
ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯥꯏꯌꯔꯒꯤꯔꯣ
recognize that
ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯁꯤꯗ
as well. But in the meantime, they are trying to pop out one more tier turret onto their hands, but Fate out here.
ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯅꯦ
Okay, still
ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ
he does
ꯇꯔꯥ
have
ꯄꯦꯅꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ
quite
ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯦ
the
ꯄꯦꯅꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ
quite the mobility, so he would
ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ
still be
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯦ
safe,
ꯑꯝꯇ
and I like
ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦꯅꯦ
that he's
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ
keeping a safe
ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯩꯁꯦ
distance as well. Still, S8ul
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯇꯤ
ꯀꯩ ꯍꯥꯞꯄ
ꯐꯖꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ
one
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ
tries
ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯦ
a
ꯃꯣꯏ
team fight out, but
ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯦ
they
ꯀꯣꯆ
open
ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
early.
ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯃꯄꯥꯟ ꯂꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯆ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯦꯝꯃꯝꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯜꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ
And somebody
ꯅꯝꯊꯤꯒꯩ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟꯅꯤ
very low can't
ꯀꯣꯆ
cover
ꯅꯦꯛꯑꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
this one.
ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ
Despite of
ꯀꯣꯆ
the
ꯃꯌꯥꯝ
Fade,
ꯑꯃ
and he
ꯅꯦꯛꯂꯝꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ
tried his
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
best,
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯀꯁꯦ
but the
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ
damage from
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ
Fade was
ꯐꯖꯔꯒꯁꯨ
just enough for him to
ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯤꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ ꯐꯖꯅ
handle.
ꯇꯧꯕ
While Fade
ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ
takes
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
down
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯇꯣ
Anti-Van is gonna find
ꯍꯦꯔꯣꯈꯩꯁꯦ
Jay, and he
ꯒꯦꯝ
misses the
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯗꯣ
backline, and now Jay is down, taking down my rom-com. Fade finds the double onto Radium, and now the triple
ꯂꯐꯨꯒꯦꯝ
ꯑꯥꯔ ꯑꯦꯟ
ꯇꯧꯔꯦ
ꯇꯤꯁꯨ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯀꯣꯆ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
only
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯇꯔ
right
ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ
now.
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯇꯔ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯃꯣꯏ
Just
ꯃꯁꯥꯒꯤ
two
ꯄꯔꯁꯣꯅꯦꯜ ꯂꯣꯏ
more
ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ
comes in, Zevo. This
ꯁꯣꯜꯁꯨ
is
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ
Sacred Shrine
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ
taking
ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟꯁꯤꯗꯤ
down.
പ്ലെയꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯈꯣꯝꯖꯤꯜꯂ
Honestly,
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ
even looking at
ꯇꯤꯝꯅꯤ
gold
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯤ
difference as
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯗꯣꯏ
well,
ꯃꯥꯟꯗꯦ
they
ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ
are
ꯊꯥꯖꯗꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ
quite in the lead, even have the bounties in their hands.
ꯐꯨꯊꯔꯛꯑꯦꯅꯦ
So
ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯁꯨ
one mistake, and it would
ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
might
ꯀꯌꯥꯝ
be
ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯒꯦ ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤ
better for the
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ
side of
ꯊꯔꯠ
S8ul.
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯗ
But
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
right now,
ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞꯀ
even
ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔ ꯃꯨꯟꯒ
mobilities
ꯇꯥꯏꯀꯣ
have been popped out,
ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯁꯦ
and
ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞꯀ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔ
SS
ꯃꯨꯟꯒꯤ
would
ꯇꯤꯝꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ
be looking to go for the
ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ
lowest
ꯍꯦꯛ
score,
ꯃꯊꯪꯗ
keeping
ꯊꯔꯠ
it a
ꯁꯨꯕ
bit
ꯃꯦꯠꯆꯇ
low
ꯏ ꯕꯤ
profile
ꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯂꯩ
as they try to force out S8ul from their base as well. But Bit, the wingman, as of now,
Who do you
is
think has the most
and
potential among
having
the top
few
junglers of
cuts.
India?
Looking at the itemizations as well, most of them are
I can
halfway
say three,
throughout,
maybe three
and
junglers right now.
will just
Three
start filling
junglers.
it out quite
I remember the guy,
quickly.
Raren
So
haidane,
a
the
really
veteran guy,
huge goal difference,
the
almost
utility player.
10k, and
Raren ꯂꯩꯔꯦ.
S8ul still trying to
ꯑꯗꯒꯤ
carve their way out, but Romcom
ꯔꯥꯔꯦꯟꯒ ꯕꯥꯟ ꯁꯥꯇꯨꯔꯨꯒꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ?
Rom Com gets taken down, but that's a
ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦ
5-minute
ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦꯀꯣ.
lead. All
ꯇꯤꯝ
resources
ꯁꯦꯝ
being used now.
ꯇꯤꯝꯗꯒꯤ
Apex getting
ꯑꯅꯤꯅꯦꯕ
melted
ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ
now, and
ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟꯒꯤ
that is
ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ
a
ꯑꯅꯤ
blur
ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ.
from the side
ꯑꯃꯅ
of
ꯑꯦꯁꯥꯁꯤꯟ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ
Swiss,
ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ
and
ꯑꯗꯩ ꯑꯃꯅ
SS
ꯇꯦꯡ
forced to
ꯇꯦꯡ
flip
ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ
out.
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ
There
ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔꯅꯦꯕ
we go, Vans Harper
ꯑꯅꯤꯃꯛ
taking
ꯐꯖꯩꯀꯣ
out to
ꯕꯣꯠ Eclipse,
Can he make it out
Raren
alive?
and
Thankfully,
Bansataru,
he does because the
adagi
Lord is
Serra
on his
Munjulay ko.
way, ladies and gentlemen. The
Serra
runners
Munjulay,
reward of the
adagi
game.
EBT gi
Can
Hyper,
S8ul
Julius,
defend their reward
Godspeed,
or is SS
adusu
going
lay
to
ko.
cut them down in a matter of
tegi potential laiba mayamna pa khangdaba hagadi Venomgi
That is something that we are
Venomgi
really
hyper manau
looking
dusu
forward to.
makut masa di link mani ko majo
Voucher with
Kelly da
second items we can
adu
say
zu mai tem chani
almost
Seramun du zu mai
not
tem chani
counting boots, but oh,
dagi
Benzado.
Godspeed du zu mai tem chani
Definitely finds Radium there. The traction pulse as well. Brilliance getting used up by Asuna early on. S8ul looking for more though. He's trying to go in. A very deep
Sine.
engage coming in from the side.
hokpada namjangro comeback lak pangam de
To half. Can
poche
S8ul
early game tackle da
defend
khangne
this? No, they cannot. The
poche
Final slash and the Rhapsody with that Sonatas.
Turtle
Fate
yam
and
lui
rom-com end things once and for all. The
Turtle la
victory
turtle ba gi
belongs
setup to
to Sacred Shrine as they move
first
up
adogi setup to
to
ti daga ta
the bracket.
adu di sona
to
kangi
prove themselves at this
okay
stage.
the
Because
draft is
it's like
about to
you're
start
not- you're
the
not
draft
gonna
is about to
want
start
to go into that 1-1 bracket. You really want to go into the 2-0 bracket. So of course, like
Kasar du
why
sile ego
not having the cake? Why to go back? to have
Joseph
some
versus
cup
Seramun now
I mean,
Joseph
see,
versus
you're
Seramun
absolutely correct because moving on towards the 0-2-0 bracket would definitely give the teams a lot more, head start. Not even head start.
Nixon
but
di
a,
Nixon
advantage
Nixon
that
di
they would rather not have in the
Maigi
1-1
nupi dagi
bracket, of
permission
course,
lokte yaroi
because to the 2-0
Hojiki aina haiba
bracket,
list
you
tu
will
da
get
mai yauge
penalized, or
haigadi
you
mai
will
nupi
get
dagi
3-0
permission
to
han
get
lokte
directly
yaroi ko
moved to the
adu lauro
knockout
matung da igi
stage, if
list
I'm
da
not
ha page
mistaken.
ma
So it's going to be much more important
lure de
for
ma
these teams to actually just go straight towards
Lu
that
abu
because
yam
the
thi lure
longer
mai
they
phizam ji di
drag
ko
it, more games they have to play, the
So
more
hon babu
strategies
permission
they
laure
have
ba.
to actually put it on the line.
so homo permission lagu de kappe ne bada
re ko ya tre ma de
Yeah.
lure lure ko dik khat ya to
Okay.
lure
Obviously, you're totally right
Yeah,
about it.
look
And
good.
talking about the team composition from the side of team RNTX, they do have all those big names added. Which is there?
How do they
Aaron the
go?
God, Miriam the
Okay.
Creator.
Draft how they go.
So do two new
Mario
names
was
into
out
their
in that
lineup. That is
video.
Joseph
The draft
and
has
Alfred,
started.
of course. And from the side of Noctura Esports, a whole new change. The Serar Moon is there. After the rebranding, the team is right now really into the game, and it is Kimmy into the roam. Kyle, the gold standard, will be there playing against Aaron the Creator.
Đây
which
có
is
hầu
right
có
now
draft
known
se.
as the prison
Noctura
gold
versus
standard. So it's like
RNTX.
the former
Mấy tem
versus
ra cái
the
du la
present.
cái.
And so do
Mấy
the
tem ra
KSP
chỉ đây
players
Nike
will
cái
be
free list
Haruka
bắt Duba.
versus,
Duba cái
like,
Serar Moon cái mấy tem ra này
Haruka
cái thằng nơ lấy gì.
Mirio the creator, the playmaker.
Duba cái Serar Moon cái mấy tem ra này có.
Mirio is the playmaker.
Adagi
I will say he's the
sona
star
kang
boy
team jida na
because he
mấy tem
actually
ra
give
je.
that opening to his team.
Cái gì
Last
vậy?
time he was in a CC.
Which cái này nó
This
okay
time,
slay.
I would really
Mày
want
ai
to
đây cái
know
gì?
what he want to opt.
Which
But as per
which size
the
mấy tem
meta
ra này có.
going
Sona
in,
kang team
the
đó.
patch going
Đấy
in,
nakan
this
mai
game
nakan
is
cái cookie
Kimmy
ra
out
cái này.
there with his hero
Cookie
code.
CC pro cái mà nó
Gatot
hoàn toàn
Kasha,
này có.
he's a Gatot main. He's a Kalea main. He do play the Khalid. He do play the Minotaur as well. So all these heroes are right now buffed in the roam scene. But now we are heading into the draft section. Shinryu, can you please put your eyes on it and give some insights? What is
Kappe
going on in
bada
the
ji
draft? Because it's gonna be a
I will
mental
zoom
exercise
tau
for
ne
the
moi
players,
S4
for
do.
the casters, for the viewers as well.
S4 ka badao
Noctura cái S4
Let's
zoom
go
mầm tau
through
này.
the draft in this game because
Ito,
the
wala,
main
zoom
factor
talaga.
would be
Kappe ne
enabling
bada
the EXP lane first.
Ado kay na
then the
mam
jungle
jare moi
also
player
stays.
mam me uje.
Because if you get the EXP lane a good one, if you get the mid control with your a good duo, you will have a lot more
Mamma ji
advantage
S4
going
la,
into this
mamma
games.
ji.
Therefore,
Mamma ji
banning
photo
out the
hap
CC,
tre ne.
banning out the
Singene singene ma zo. Aina zoom tau ga le je khang ne ba mi gai je. Aina zoom tau ga ne khang ba dei moi player photo hapak tau yawe ko. Fuck
We're
tai
not
fuck tai
really
ji.
just gonna have fun with the marksman so much
Aso gi
because
de,
it's
RNTX
so
gi de.
brawly right now.
RNTX ki de
Because you
kukim
look
cha
at
ni
the
ko
game,
gyaw ji de
it's
na
just
kana kana.
fights and fights and fights every
Ama ji nupi ne ngong nei yam hai ngo bro.
Because
Mario
that
or kai no
is
si
the
de nupi
case
ne ga
of
yam lak nei hai ma ji khang di pau taw ni ko sum mayam na hai na pa.
settle for a very good
Kappe
EXP
ne
lane
bada si da.
and a very good control mage onto the mid lane. Maybe the Kimmy, maybe the
Sim- sim-
Zushin.
to be this how they were
Perhaps sometimes if they like to go for
Hey,
the
I
parser
can't
that
hide,
too,
hey, I
alongside
can't.
that Eve
So,
also makes an
this is
entry.
the trust
So
of
those
God,
heroes
they
will be
have
tried
cut
but again,
the
like you mentioned, this
number
meta
one,
will be
the
favoring
trust of
Kimmy a lot.
Guys, sida ba nate ko? Sida ba nate ko? Haidi moi si kukim cha ni sna kitang kino to ba hai tare.
Leia or maybe even
Kut hinjala nok selam bai tare. Kut hinjala mamang se hidra kai no kut hinjala nok selam ba.
first pick, because
Apoy na aham ba sana ba ho
seen
podo.
how hard it works
Play
and
pro
how
ga
good
adu
it
moi na
works for a lot of
kut
teams,
hinjala
and
no ba
I
miaw
think
me
a
ko.
lot of the
Ha ha
movements
ha
are
ga
about
tro ga.
trying to use it
Adu
right
digi moi je
after Sacred Shrine
tin nai ram doi man ba du go di.
finale of the
Ya
match.
de ne. Kappe ne.
It's Mumbai server though, and like in Mumbai server, the Gatot Kaja is
Mayam ki
too
crush ni
OP
ko.
nowadays
Koi
in
Angela
the
player
game.
mai
We
crush ne
don't
ji
see
yaw
them
je
too
kem na
much
te.
in the game scene, but
My gameplay yang ase du di.
Gatot Kacha is
RNTX
he can actually
versus
go for the
Noctura.
flex.
Photo
So
la
I
ko
think
ai ro.
Gatot Kacha is a
Mamam ma do
very
thole.
well started,
Mamam ma do thole.
say, like in the first ban
Update tore,
phase
update
to
tore.
end it with the
Yeah,
last
sweetie.
ban
Sweetie, yeah,
phase,
yeah.
I suppose. Now they
Mayang
do have the
post
chance to
amya
actually
kana
grab on that grok. There is the last ban coming out from
Mayang
the side of
Amanda post
RNTX
amya
in
is the
mid
karamba
grok.
post no.
Might be they're gonna ban out that Kimi in the mid because it's also one of the favorite pick of Faden. So you don't want to trade it
Yeah.
out with Faden. But let's see, like yeah, the grok will be taken out though. Like they are really into that Kimi's meta position. But you do
Exactly.
have a lot of picks open. Here you go,
Yeah,
guys.
nga si
The Baksha is
Bossa
coming
first pick,
in,
Bossa
and
first pick.
this might be the flex because it can be into the hand of Serar Moon, Sodo into the hand of Kimi. And if the Baksha
Bengali
investment
roamers
opted,
rule
I'm damn
India,
sure
guys. Yes,
the
adudi chumi ko.
map is broken
All the
walls,
good
and
tanks from
yes, it
India,
is
all the
broken
top
walls already
teams,
written
all the
in the
all the
panel.
tanks from
But
top
there you
teams
go.
are all
Having
from
the
West
Baksha into
Bengal.
your side, you're gonna find the Hilda,
Everything
the
is from
early
West
game
Bengal.
invasion in the hand of Alfred. So do the Jushin in the hand
Sacred
of
Shrine
Mitch.
tank
So
is from
is
West
this Jushin
Bengal.
pick so good, or
EBT tank is
trading
from
with
West
the
Bengal.
Kimi will be a bad
Kaya
decision
West
from
Bengal
RNTX?
Madara,
You know,
Madara.
the Zushin has
Madara,
a
this is
much
West
better
Bengal.
control, mid control
Sacred
compared
Shrine
to the
ki
Kimi,
art ni
and
the art
also
ne.
the Zushin is one of those
West
heroes
Bengal, mane.
that can actually is a lot tankier than most mages because the Zushin can actually
Which
go
way
for
things
those
di? Which way
tankier
things
build, tankier emblem,
Afraid,
giving her
afraid
a
si
bit
di
more
khang de.
advantage with the
Afraid si oiram ni, oigum tawni thaina
say,
West Bengal masa.
in the mid to late
Afraid
game,
si.
right? And
The mine oibni, chumme
again,
chumme, the mine oigim.
time around, I feel
West Bengal, Odisha,
even though
West
they're
Bengal
getting
natraga
the
Odisha
Esmeralda,
natraga
even though they're
Karnataka
getting
si
the
ahum jimung oidani FS. Ariba player ni ko sida.
you know,
RNTX
the
ki
Zushin
tank
can
si.
really disrupt the front line, and if the front line is disrupted,
Ilbi ki
it's going
tank
to
ti
be
khang de
very
ne.
difficult for the
Nupi
backliners to
nga
deal damage because they are very
taning
getting
ko.
ganked. They
Tama
become
su
very
na ko tana.
vulnerable.
Stream do khaga thaw
Situations where
mo
the front
ko.
line cannot do
Stream
much
do
because
khaga thaw.
yesterday we already saw, Yama Esports actually picking up the Hilda with Valentina. But
Kaphalaga
didn't
stream
work
uthalan
so
de
well
bairuna.
because the Valentina lacked the damage, but the Zushin is
Joseph se
same,
kai lam dai no.
do require some
Chusampur
more
de gi
damage onto
cookie
the
ne.
jungle. I would say this
Joseph
game,
hai
they
je
need
Mizoram
some kind of
masana te
damage
Chusampur de
jungle
cookie
instead
ne.
of, the utility one. They cannot
Chusampur
put
masane
in
ko.
utility here because Zushin is already a utility, right?
Ado
They
cookie
cannot deal
masaga
massive damage.
ai ga team
And
amata da
because of that,
sanamina ba
we
gai
need to
de
prioritize
ai dum
damage jungle. So
miet
it,
ani ko
like you
mak
mentioned,
sam
the
da
Bugs,
upari te
yes,
ko.
not flex
Phanam
with
hairaga
the
su
roam
phanam na ga
jungle
to
Bugs
ko
here.
ko.
It's gonna be very
Ai gi
difficult
team da
for the
sanamina ba
success
gai de.
online in this
Arek
game.
min. Lane samina lao lao ko
Of
ko
course,
miet ne.
like like utilities main counter is Jushin, and the Baksha in the hand of Sarah Moon will be a little bit difficult for him to actually
Kimi
take
is
out
Bengali.
those,
Okay, okay.
invasion,
Kimi
or
is
maybe
also
you can
from
say
West Bengal.
take out those turtle steal or contest into the turtle, because the Jushin's lantern player will actually be halting him out
Swiss
there.
stays, so
But
mane
now
mane.
we're entering
Swiss
into the
stays.
second banning phase as the first picking phase is over. There is a Yuzong this time into the hand of the RNTX.
Hyper je kai kai na mai paina du je.
The playmaker will be having that Yuzong, and that will really gonna work better in this draft because you do
Which
see
mai
a
tem cha
player
ro mane
in the
mane.
hand
Which
of
mai tem
Faden.
cha ni ko dai.
Who's gonna cast out the RWM? He will be in that
Which
stationary
mai tem
position
cha ni. Which
in
di ke no
order
ni da.
to at the point
Mai tai ga
when
naga ga
there
mix
was
ne ko ma de.
backline disruption
Ma ju
coming
Nagaland
out
de
of
di
this
chok
Black
pa ne.
Dragon,
Which
Great Black Dragon. But let's see how
Which
it's gonna
mai tai ga
happen
naga ga
because
mix
the
ne ma
execution
de.
part, we don't
Uri
know
pok
when
tai
it
ni
came
which.
only. But now the high loss
Debil
taken out,
Kangu,
it is like they
Yadaw
are
ma de
sure
no
that
pi
this
ngam bangak
Baksha
ta hai
is
re
going
ngo
in the
boda.
hand of Sararmon.
Engon da hai ba
There is
natre ko
still
sida.
the
Rook ta hai ba ni
chances
ko.
on
Akoi gi ai
for
na
Kimi to actually
stream thami na inu
acquire
pa je.
that Minotaur,
Sida ni
because
ko mana
Kalea
hai
is
ja.
banned, Grok is banned, Gatotka, Chug, high loss, everything is right now banned.
Khang de hang de. Thank you for the 50 rupees super chat. Mayam super je je like ngam ji ko.
He can go with the Khalid if he wants to go
Kasar
with
gi ma khon ji hau di hau re.
heal,
Ai khange.
like the walking guardian
Kasar gi ma
helmet,
khon ji
as
aroi bi hau re.
stated, as mentioned by my friend Ray. Minotaur in this recent patch, he can also go for it. And like, like Minotaur is the 70%
Kaya ba?
Grok, 30% Angela, because he can give the heal out there, so do the knockoff with the
Ai
Minotaur.
hai ge soul
Just
je.
like the tech
Sigi
chart.
Swiss
So,
stage sida moi
like,
lane gi
you're gonna
qualify
do
to
the
we
work
ngam
with
dra
the
ba.
Grok,
Moi
not
dum
like the
ok ta gi moi
100%,
kau tho ga
so
player to
do
pa
you're
thira
gonna
ni.
give the heal as well. So
Perform tau da
it's
ba
a
di.
good
O
pick
achou
of
da yawari
combo.
perform
If
tau
you
da ba di
really
ko.
wants
Si
to
qualify
make
tau
some
ngam di moi
pick of
kau tho bi.
combo kind
Moi
of
ho ji
deal.
gameplay du
And
ga
now
hai
the
wa di
last ban,
improvement kha
well,
ta ga
with the
tai.
respect to us and the creator, the first game, if you remember, I mean,
Hoji
you were
moi
not
so
there.
gi kupo du di
It
ya
was
de.
me and Itami.
Dai kau tho bi
But
ani moi
if I
ok ta gi.
remember, that game was literally out of the hand of RNTX. But then the god,
Kaya
the
ba?
creator, managed to pull it back, just like the way
Top
he
4 or
do
top 6 lam di
always
word.
in the
4 di compulsory
past
ni ko.
scenes.
4
So,
nataga 6.
banning out the Grangers, really giving them the chance. So do the Harit from their side. It will be the respect to us.
Sigi tournament se guys koi gi India da hadak
Esmeralda,
sahi gi khwai da gi
or
chawa
he's
tournament
going
ni ko.
for something else because
4
he do
lakhs ne
like to
prize
play
pool
that
je 4
Esmeralda
lakhs
as
ni.
well.
First ꯇꯥꯕ
True, I
ꯆꯦꯝꯄꯤꯌꯟ
think
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯈꯩꯗꯣ ꯂꯥꯛ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯅꯤ ꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯐꯪꯗꯣꯏꯁꯦ
popular for as the double fighter meta has
4
been
lakhs
checked
prize
a lot
pool
more
plus
because I think it's
the 100k
damage as
diamond
well as the sustain
1
that
lakh
will
diamond
really
namaga
give her a
prize
lot
pool
more
je
advantage. And the
diamond
sooner
da
you
1
get the
lakh ni ko
items onto the Esmeralda, the more you can
ado
harass
first
your
taba
opponent.
champion gangu
At the
duna
same
tangkai
time,
tangkai
I
ni
was
phangdi ju
mentioning
loima
about the side
lakh
of
mai
the
de
team
lakh amani
RNTX, they
first prize
needed a damage
aduga
jungle
diamond
with the Zushin onto
50000
the mid
namaga
lane. Therefore, they go for that, and like you mentioned, the Baxi actually get flexed into this
ado
draft,
guys
but
don't forget to hit the
they
like
ended
ma'am
up
like
getting
namji ko
head
aina
to
squad
end,
ma'am
which is
je am
again
thina
very
thina nga
risky.
sidabadi nate ko
Zushin
guys
cannot really,
aina yamna
his
haihaning
very
ba tare
freely
perform yam to honing ba
because he can get just picked
rom di
off
higi
and
tournament da acho bani ko
thrown
play
around
je
the map.
kamai hai
But
team mani
for
je
the
abi ai
answer
gai
back
na
from
late
side of
game
Team
ka ta ga
RNTX,
kero
they're
to
going
intense
for
oi
the
bu pa me
Xbox,
bi
which
yeng ba
I really love in this draft. Honestly, the Xbox so good in this situation where you have three, four tanky frontliners, and the Xbox can freely
ado
hit
aidi
them
mayanga
because
ku ki ga di yade ko
they require a bit of time for
akoi di aidi
covering
maitai
the
macha support ti
gap
go
or the
maitai
melee
macha bu yaw ba
range that
support
they
oi ko
have. So
any team mo
far,
jano
the Xbox can farm. This game is looking really good with the draft. Team RNTX are going in for knock.
flight
I
ticket
think
moina
they're
pi bro flight ticket si
tanky,
organization
but the
kangu na
damage a
puthok
little
toiba
bit lacking. Yes, the Lapu Lapu
team
does deal
dos
damage.
team du
Yes, the
sponsor
Eve does
to
deal
ba
damage, but
organization
it's
du na
not,
flight ticket ka loi puthok ti
very
lane event ta
base damage. It's very
laibam chabam
overtime damage.
adagi
It's like a
hotel da
threat
laibam
damage in a way,
kothom
I would say.
talokon
Yeah, I
talokon
got it.
thank you for the
Having
20
the Xbox
brother
and
Bobby Moyang
Falcon,
Them.
as you mentioned, will be
Thank you for the
best
20
counter
bro
for
super
the
chat tharbe ko ma'am
team
thank you ma'am like
SSUL
namji
right
ko
now
super chat
having.
ma'am je like
So
namje
do they have that one
ado
burst?
caster
You
ge
can say,
makhon
like,
jam hobra
Eve is the
caster ge
only
makhon
one
je
who will
leithra
be
ka
the
doi ko
burst,
guys
and he might get countered, or you can say cornered, or get targeted by the Hilda or the user.
ma'am like namji ko guys like se 300
Let's see
yahon
how
let's
this,
reach
draft
300
goes
likes
for the
before
side
the
of
game
RNTX, so do the NOC.
like
But I
namse
believe
guys
like RNTX still have the upper hand in this game because like they do have
ado
the
pick se
sustain,
karam mana
they do
phajabi
have
hele
the counter for
you
that.
sin
Ishin
hyper
Shin getting
versus
the early game snowball
Fedrin
will
hyper
actually be
serar
a
munje
big threat for the
utility
whole side
jungler
of
pai ba
NOC.
hore ko
And talking about the
aidi serar
neutral
munje
objectives,
jungler na yam assassin
preference,
jungler yam
you're
ugi
gonna
ko
see
yam
that
matam da
Fedra
do ma
have a little bit upper
ado ma
hand
ge
into
Fedrin
the
plays
neutral
aina aha
objectives.
mane ni
Let's see,
udu je
guys, how the retribution gonna
serar
work,
mun
how
gi
the game's gonna
yengade
work, who's gonna pop out the Nexus, who's gonna take on the crown, and who will be in the 2-0 bracket. We are entering into the land of dawn for Mythic Showdown Season 2 Swiss stage at day number 3. One of bracket is going on right now. It is RNTX in the left
kitang di
side
leithagrbane
and in the right
super
side.
check
It is
anthem tause
NOC, of
guys
course.
sigi play se
And,
lore ga tawke ko sigi play se lore
0-0
anthem
is
do
the
mai
score is
seng
because we are
tharage
just heading into the start,
anthem
and
ne
with both the
adagi
junglers are
keno gi do
taking up their aggro.
bot ki do
Are
bot ki
we
do
ready for the
lilong
vengeance?
horbi college keno to boido bot khom bagi
Yeah,
sei du
with a
thak ko
different rotation that we're looking into the game, right? Both the junglers are starting with the top portion of the map, meaning that they will be prioritizing the rotation on towards the
ado
east.
comment talk pa yare guys who is which team will take first blood who is gonna take first blood ma'am comment talk pa yare ko
We're not looking at too much different, but first
Eh,
blood already
what
being
the hell?
won by
1v1.
the bot lane, a 1v1 being
1v1
won.
1v1 RNTX takes the
Up
first
the,
blood
emblems here, I think for
yuzong na nap kre ko lapu lapu je
RNTX, they are really going a bit
ado sona kan du 1v1 funare
with the damage that they want to go for,
lapu
right?
pai ba team na
You can
kari
see
di hai di
for
hai gan bane je ado lapu na
Joseph,
first
he's
lapu
actually
da
going
ta
for
agre
the
first
killing
blood
spree, right? So that's really going to deal a lot of damage. But he's like he's actually that's what, right? I was also going to talk about Hilda afraid, right?
game sound di sorry ta re game sound di amma bok ta de caster gi ma khon ji di loe loe khu ho ma
The poke or the the
jungle monster je mun dai jo
invasive game, or dealing the damage a lot more than actually tanking those shots. But at the same time, this actually opens up
4 ka gre 4 ka gre fight jo am le ko
the side of team RNTs are going for, because as you can see they're already going in.
fight jo am de le re
Okay, the Mountain Shocker released there. As the poke
mountain
coming in,
soccer je
there
hai
is
ho
a
do
storm
ya de
from the
caster ga gi
ground,
favorite
but
word ni
it's
ko
just the start.
mountain
So
soccer ai je
we cannot say like they will
mountain
become
soccer tau ge je
equals
miss
in
to
the
ya de
start.
moi
But having the Hilda is that main thing where I mean suspecting
Lapu
that
je
they
ot pi
will
re bro
bring that
zong ga di
aggressive
ole
play
lapu
with
je
that master assassin, and
4
you
ka
do
ga di
have to
lapu
say,
na
like,
zu
if
ngam di
they
ngam
would
na
have
bane
gone for Hayabusa, they would have made a rupture into the Haya as well. That's the
Other guys, don't
aggressive
forget to
play
hit the
they really
like.
wanted
400 people
for them.
watching.
But now the turtle dance already started, Shinyu.
Yeah, both the teams are actually prepared. They're setting up the turtle dance.
Turtle contest lak toyo thaduk toyo moi ja thado e thado e
Dragon zoning them out, and the
uncontested
jungler cannot
turtle.
really make way, meaning that Sarkar Moon will get a free turtle, but Juba wanted to go in.
Free turtle dai ko
Joseph it is with the turtle.
free turtle for RNT
And
Sorry, my bad, my bad.
one
Yes,
on the
sir.
score. Micro into the hand of RNTX. Macro into the hand of RNTX. And you're going to see that level 5 mark. The only one to win the level 5 mark
Kaya ba?
is Joseph. because of the turtle. And so far, we
Hoxie
see
went,
that all of them are in the level 4 mark.
Hoxie
And
went
there you go on
totally
the
in
top side, the burst coming in there by Aaron the Creator onto Kyle Esmeralda. But this is the thing, I mean,
Online bingo,
Kyle would
guys.
have gone with that Lapu Lapu goal.
That is not Kyle, actually, that's just Duba. So I think it is sent for the Esmeralda to actually lean
Basa
against
thing,
the
Basa thing.
Xbox,
Baxia
given
thing.
the fact that he has shield and the Esmeralda can take away the shield. For the Lapu Lapu, I think it's still better to actually lean against the dragon because the dragon can pretty much harass
Lapuna
the
di fu bane
Esmeralda
bo.
pretty
Warrior boot ke ka pa ga
early
di ko.
on.
Lapuna di
Because,
fu
yes,
ngam
the
ne.
Esmeralda's
Yuzong
that
se level
shield
4 yo
does have
already.
that, sustain
Ado guys,
for
brightness
the
ke ka le khalo
early
kholo hai ba
game.
ma'am the brightness se
Kind
ai
of
na
can
adjust to ya de
backfire
ko.
because you have to
Ado
go
ai
length to
ai
clear out
ki
the
lab ki
the
screen ji
lanes.
kitang keno to bane.
That's where
Kitang
you
zoom
can
out
actually
to
just
bane ko. Ado noi
advantage
gi
for
device tagi
1v1, but at the same time,
kubi ge
Lapu
kudom
can
ge to
hold
kitang
the
zoom
cross
macha am tang
better
to ne adu adu
compared
yeng
to
adu
the
mai na
dragon.
yeng
Again,
mano
mid
kwai phani
lane,
ko.
bit of rotation coming in from team RNTX.
Zoom down
They
macha
are
ko to
setting up a
yeng
camp
guys.
or they're setting up an ambush. There
No
they
geng
go.
geng am to re sare
Oh
sare.
my goodness, this was unexpected for Faden. He was not about to anticipate
RNT
it out there.
phazai ne
4
play
man
ja.
goes in,
Soul yeng
Monaco
wa RNT
release,
yeng
and
pasi di
now
pot
they're
RNT
literally
da
rotating
tang
out
kapa
into
malik.
that
Lapu
bot
can
side,
hold
but
it a lot better
they're happy with
compared
that
to the
one
fact
set.
that again mid lane. a bit of
Kasar ge
rotation
makon
coming
ji
in
di
from team
kap
RNTX.
pe
They are setting up
na
a
kong
camp,
ji da.
setting up an ambush fights that they always have to take. It is
Oh
about just
my
taking
goodness,
the
this
spike
was
off, and they have that
unexpected
petrify
for
combo from
Faden.
Mario as well, so it's a lock on skill. Even
Ani je
though
pa
Faden
ngang
have
ngang ya ba
limited
kasar ni
chance
je.
to actually use it up, the mountain shocker combo
Chama
as
ngang mi na
well,
dreba. Amana
reading
ngang
the
amana ngang
positioning
na
of
kong ji
all
ya
the
de.
opponents, and they already
Headphone
know
san
where
mani
they
na.
are.
Ku ho wa.
All they had to do was just hit the pulse properly, and now this turtle setup
Okay, okay.
already
Sida
started
di
from
lak
team
toy ro, sida di
RNTX.
lak toy ro.
Super
Fedrin,
fight.
Fedrin
No
a da
doubt,
lai re ko.
though,
Fedrin lak toy
but
man de
I
sida.
don't feel like they will
Sizu
contest it
sizu
out in
easy
the middle.
turtle da
This
ga
is the
yu zone na
broken
kam
wall,
thini
but,
zone to
it's
ino.
not so
Kharo ne pa je bro.
easy to contest it out, having a 1k goal lead already into the game, and now they're going for the fight with the help of the river. You're gonna see that rotation coming out.
Sizu
from
Mumbai
Iron
server ni
Creature,
na ro.
getting
Mumbai
halted
da loi
down
sana
by
re
the
me am.
Esmeralda there. The Mono Shocker release, giving out the zone.
Mountain
Rise
soccer
Above
hai ho da
taking
ba ya
out
de ko.
that,
Mountain
buff
soccer ja hai ho da ba ya de.
from the hand of Sarah Moon.
Yep. And even though this is a broken wall map, we're not looking at too much invasions or too much aggressive game.
Joseph se cookie ne bro, mane mane cookie ne. Ko ki chu champur dai cookie ne ko. Joseph se. Moi ge red team ge hyper.
Okay, the flicker baited as well, but now you're gonna see that dive comes up. Crimson making use.
Kochi yan pai ne
Just
bro.
the bait, and,
War X pai na
nice
dro ba
dodge
yu zong
coming
ja.
out from
Hojik
NOC. They
War X
don't
pai na dro
want
male
to
ko.
lose
Kochi
out
nga
this
ta
goal.
pa khat na re wa.
Giving out those
Yu zong gai je.
micro even though it is right now 2-0, they haven't started anything for them, but there you go, the moonfall comes in. It's just a poke once again. It's more like they're playing defensively, waiting for the neutral objective, and then they're gonna take up the fight. But at this point, if a fight is occurring, Shinryu, I believe RNTX will gonna
Mathak si ju aroi bi keno na ngam me. Xbox matchup se matchup gai je loi ngam ne ne. Mathak ki goal len je. Sizu Xbox versus Smash Xbox na yam thina ngam me matchup se. Adagi makha sizu Lapu versus Dragon ju Dragon na ngam me. Red team je moi ge silent ani je ling e ko. Si match da de. Kat ka to khai do. Mo lo bi de. Mi hero ani mo kat ka to sale. Ado Baxia ji ju hat ki ra. Si dre ko Baxia kti khang fazai fazai. Moi ge engage sam fail chat kre moi gang ama fail chat kre.
Before the turtle, a lot of resources burned down by Kimi from RNTX side.
Baxia yaw bani ne kana do male Baxia oi bai ni ko bro hojik si hodri do Baxia ge mathi phai do ga cheng gi do.
It's like
Fu bo sang dam ne. Ado bu sida phai jom ju la. Xbox je ung ge hai ra ne. Okay, okay, turtle coming up. Hanak ti contest tau si ko turtle do. Koi Fedrin du kung ni no turtle do funa si. Fazai fazai. Hello ro. Nice, nice. Khai ge. Appraiser's red. Dragon ne petrify nam sila dim kap to ba. Fazai. Ngai yam jawi ko. Mi je amaga ani go mathwai ona ba. Fazai hey. Fazare. Kasar ani jo ma khon jeng o. Bunjan nai ju dro. Kap pe ne. Ani je khana ga de sing bai ju. Sigi match ka ta da ne ar mo ne sumai to je.
It can still be a 50-50 or Ash. They're not
Nahangai tau
stopping.
de ba, nahangai tau de ba.
Okay, they're not stopping here. It can be the 50-50, but look at that. The way they
OP
cornered him, and this
retry.
will be the
OP retry
retribution
from YSS.
Joseph.
Kuku ki mazai retry ji di. Mai chale ne.
But he
Turtle
somehow
ahum
to be the
sugre ko.
Turtle Slayer, having the 3x turtle mark into the
Oh,
game.
Nixon gi rival oimine ba si matam amge.
Will be
Oh,
set a little bit, but the macro still in the hand. Mid-tier falls down, giving that expansion for the side of NOC, but now the Monitor gonna once
Titanic
again
thosale ko.
release.
Titanic hi ju
Momentum
loop
still in
kre.
there, zoned out comes up, gonna go inside for the tier, but
Ni
the
manga ne ang leisi.
minion waves
Makha
will
da
be
split push
enough
na ba
to
nate.
actually take out that
Hojikti
tier.
sine guys meta
And
je. Hojikti meta je 5 versus 5 funabi meta ne. Fight ngamba tin na dum ngamme. Split tiny split push at pi kot pi. Tuana side ilak pi hojikti du tawna dre ko. Hojikti manga futek na bi ni.
Hanging on and will be able to take down up top lane. So the tier 1 falls off top. So this will, you know, open
Who
up
be
a
kot pi
large
dum
bit
hai
more,
dro
but
ku
the
ki
main
ji ka jale is kamen ji ai ko. Hai hai.
problem for RNTX
Who bai
and
thawak
more
si tawi go mo
advantage
jo.
for NOC because they can
Who re?
actually easily enter
Ahum la
the
su re
jungle
who je.
of team RNTX and even steal away the
Ti
farm.
khak try ro.
As well. The
Kamen ji
problem
avane.
down bot.
down bot, you're gonna see the Lantern Flare coming in. Duba goes down. They've got the killing
City ya do man City ya do man comeback. NOC needs a miracle to come back high yare City.
Getting out the spike into his hand, having the Sky Piercer, and now the stacks are
Adu
getting
jo
high.
fight City
picking
yeng
up the
modern bro.
kills
Thola ige
coming
hat pi
in.
le re
But
ne.
you know, like, Shinju, I'm gonna say
Fight
about
lo bom
it.
late re tower.
When
Tam
you're
kele.
taking out the top tier, you know, like, your work is
La
over
pui
there.
la
You can
pu do
actually
hoi
give
hoi.
out those rotations. So top tier or bot tier 1, it's like more like to the player when it goes down. A big relief.
But
from
aham
the
bagi
internal
first wave to
also
the ne la
comes
pu
in
first the
because
target
you
do.
know, like,
Adu dagi
you
ma
don't
swon
have
gre
to
budum.
stay there alert or cut out that tier. You can actually give the rotation to the team fights and all. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is broken wall. This is not the river expand river. So of course.
Sky Piercer ni ko.
Yeah, true.
You should in the
Actually,
price Sky
once you're
Piercer ni
taking down the
guys.
turret or your
GG
main has
hai
been
gre
pushed
comment
to,
GG hai gre wal
you
ore.
can have it that, you know, relief that you can rotate around the map.
Ado
give
sida
a bit
comeback
of
la ga di.
damage, little bit of,
Ya
you know,
kana
more
yeng na do
contribution
ma'am.
to towards the
Ma'am
team
lu kham
fight.
pile ya
Of
kana
course,
yeng na
so
do.
far, you know, even the 4v4 these teams are taking a problem though.
Black Dragon emerges. Media the
Kharo lu
creature
pai sang de.
playmaking there. And the creature goes in as well. The Bakshia Kimi falls down into the hand of RNTX. 6-2 the score is now Lord being
La fugi skin du juma nai hai gre bro.
Joseph goes in with a immune. Off-cam kill comes up there. Now they're cornering up
Hoi.
Faden. Can Faden survive? The appraiser's rate comes up by Sarar Moon. And this will be the second skill popped out by Joseph. They find some mid-tier.
MM metal loy gro. MM metal loy gre guys. Hojikti late game lai te ko. Late game de MM na comeback lak pagi. Keno lai tamina. Silent goal lane su fighter pai nei maram di mi manga phuna pa kan da fighter di item yam pai do su ai level 4 dang ka di fighter di kal le ko du duna early game fight che ngam na ba ujiki meta ji sine MM di late game ngai ga build ga pai ba ngai na du ne adu ngai na ji kan da adum mayam na zor zor nam jala lo sanai fighter silent sana poche du ni da
Joseph, my bad here. He's already level
ado
15,
marksman
and
do
that's gonna be a
usin sin
problem.
ohen bai wani da usin sin jungler oina
Farming,
range ama
ISS, the
range
Nathan
to
Shen,
usin sin hyper sin
fights
ohen bai
you
wani da
actually, meaning that he has
Watch
a lot of items onto versus build and but even if you're
Lord
even
Dance
if
to
you
go
have
boy
a
to
lot of sustain, the damage will come
Lord
through
Dance to
over
go
that.
je mayam hoji yam hainam ne
He's
Lord
gone to an
Dance
export
kind
that
English
can
ta
deal out the true
Lord
damage,
che
and you
tik
can
tik tik
already see the
thenga
glimpse of
reset
the
chala
Pegasus
chala sana
taking
hala
the
Lord che
levels
jagoi
down
chan ba
just
do
by using his first skill, and
Log da bida
that's gonna be a problem every time their HP is low. They have to go back, otherwise Afraid is already ready behind the back of the lineup. Just,
adu bu Lord se kana logi duna chang to ya fedin jang di chang ai ko adu yow banang dre khun gre ko direct khun gre fazare yipti keno je fadi fazare du loy ba khambal nai de fight se mi ama khatani ko si je mi ama khatani fazare disengage fazare to Castar ani jo guys Castar ani jo Castar je kai doroge
RNTX is higher. Shinryu, 2-0 wise. Are we gonna see RNTX?
Castar ma je loy khana ka da ya Castar ani je
This game is still yet to get over. You can see they have the aggression, they have the pressure.
Castar oh Castar ama gi na play ji kitang delay ora ga yeng bane ba tawge po to ma ko no loi hai re ba ro gi do ma lau khalai do itheng theng ge
We'll take the Lord, you know, going down from top lane, but again, Joseph might be in trouble. Able to dash out from Duba. Still survives, but hey, that's a very aggressive gameplay coming out from Duba. But you look at the build from, you know, Joseph. He's having a sky.
Kaino. Nakan da malum jo mama na ba je fuhal laga
That was really one picky one for Joseph. He's really wanting those kills into his hand. But in the meantime, the Lord emerging out of the top got defended down by the side of RNTX. But now It will be Duba. Got cornered there and will be getting chunked down from the side of RNTX. And now the land
I think this is it guys I think this is it mathangi game layiko mathangi game da EVT layiko EVT play is next match so don't miss out guys sidi comeback lakpa ngamdoi mandre aina haibado ahamba turtle fight ta ngamgiba team da dum kare hojikti ahamba turtle fight yam daga taeba 2 minutes te ahamba gi 2 minutes ahamba turtle ka team da loi kai hojik 90% of the time 90% sigi tournament sida 90% diko ahamba gi turtle lo team da dum kai
but it will be covered up. It will be cleared up. Arm is still on there. Flicker immortality popped up. Lands up there, giving some time there for and the creator. He goes for the last insanity. Legendary comes up for Joseph.
Rico khapchalle is Cookie mazana ko khapchalle ko sahi su dio cookie mazana ko khapchalle ko
that's a good decision.
ai sahi su dia me school kari have ne cookie mazana yam young moina ni ko hayi je mara
a very indisciplined game that's going to be costing them because Aaron already lost his immortality and Black Dragon was not there, so they do not have the advantage. And if we talk about the goal, already a 10k lead into the hands of Team RNTX, meaning that they have really
Expo ko kusi tawre ne sil thuai bi na be ho yaudre
wait for the farm. They have the
Expo
solo
je
game
kusi
down,
tawre
but
ka
that's not going to be happening.
Titanic he ju look khre
Okay, backdoor from
keno ga pa ya ni sky pressure full stack on ngani legendary ju law gre theng bada loi tat le mi ge je farm ja level 15 using sin bo sida comeback la da di miracle ni hai ni ko
if I'm not wrong. And the Lord being on, we took out Kimmy, the one who could have kept that opening or could have kept that. So this is the thing about the Bakshia. Even though you picked it up for the broken wall,
keno taw ta moina ka ge di red team na soyak pa ngai ta soi di soyak to mandre
who is the burst?
throw ga tawra ga di ko chance lai be du throw di taw te mandre tournament ni na
And if he don't have the position, he'll be taken out easily.
True indeed, and you know.
mai tai yaw ro team mani mak se mai tai amam di lo yawi ko
Advantage, but you can see, right? Sometimes they are really overestimating the damage, and they are really going in
loi
deep.
loi sky
Still, this
segai re
time, it's not going to be mattering too
10% high speed
And this has
basically
been
te amdang taw bu direct CB ni
from the side of
segai
RNTX and right
sky
now,
ja IT ni bro direct ko khapchal le but
not
atai di
marching
khapte
out
ma
from the
mathan ne
middle,
khapi je
wave sync. I think we're looking at a game over.
Okay, and the
dragon
creature
ji
goes
cookie
with
mza
the
ni ni khapi je ko ja dragon ji cookie mza ni is nuai re
and they might go for the lockdown here before that.
ko khapchan da na cookie mza ni je
Joseph, the boy, into the action. Might be going for the double onto Serrar. And with
kare
the
kare
back,
loi loi
he'll be picking
RNTX
up the
na kage
triple
ko
as well. And
RNTX
with
na
this,
kagre
the crown up, and it will be Team RNTX.
moi gi
taking
ko
the
khapi je hore
2-0
secret
bracket
shrine ga
of
ta
this
ko mi
day
ta di
by
yeng ma
taking
ta
on
ni
the
ko da
victory
khapa
against
khapta brother
Bakshia Esports. It was a one-way victory. It was a one-side game. You're gonna say
mathang da
that
Venom gi play le
domination was
sigi match
clear
se
from the very beginning of the start.
si loi
I'm gonna
matung
say
da
that, very beginning of the game.
Venom gi Venom me sorry
You know, I feel it was a
EBT
very
EBT
clean game coming in
EBT
from
gi play
the
le
side
ko
of RNTX. They were so
EBT
in
versus
control
kaino
of the
team
game.
maming du khang re
And because of that
logo
control,
di
they
ure
never really lost the advantage. Yes, some fights were a bit very messy, of course, but at the very least, at the very end, I think they got the game.
EBT
When
play
they-
now yes
the way
yes
they
yes
played, the way, you know,
RNTX ai je guys
no,
boot
the
camp tai na ko moi
transitions
sanai je
from
hosigi red team
objectives,
ka ge
the way
team
they
do
really
boot camp ta gi ni moi na sanai je boot
was
camp ta
so
problem
good to
ni ni
watch,
boot
and
camp
with
ha badi
this
RNT
Piercer and the
gi gaming house
Well,
sai tare gaming house RNT hai jam chaw wa organization ni ko PUBG da su jam thin chaw moi gi boot camp moi gi gaming house chaw lei Scout kaina lei bido moi gi ni ko RNTX ai je RNT ga X Park ka pun mane ado boot camp ta gi table asang ba ma da table da moi pulok question laga gaming chair da mom phammaga mayai da router koi wifi router chorong long bi achau do du khil laga ni moi sanai je
which with the Zushin had given so much control, so much disruption.
do mamang da di do maina gaming house kangu do mamang da di ne thara mane thawak ta ado handak kis di moi na kagre ko so kangu du di ne tha ve me mamang me so loigre so pogre so ko po di ya de guys so di am team pore ko mamang me so
Flicker, he was on a revitalize, so once his first skill is disrupted, he cannot really back out very easily, right? And even though Haruka as well as Duba were really trying to actually enable those team fight, the front line has got completely disabled. Point for, you know, team
Kappe ne brother.
Spark for picking up the export.
Idiot boy game do yengo hai bani kuki mitei to lei wari do kana da hai no bro but idiot boy kai wari no bro gisna kai wari wai do no
course. And now we will have that
โอ้ซ่าอยู่ด้วย
head-to-head mark coming in.
Kay
soon.
wari oidano
And
reply
before I
masam
come to
tang
the
ko tobiro
head-to-head,
ba.
I believe
Ngasi
that
di
there
Sunday
will
ko
be no
nungai
head-to-head.
jabo
It's
dumini ko.
more like Team Revenant X Park having the whole game for them.
Live si
They
yeng
were
manungai
really
hala ko
good
doi ba
winning at
mayam
the
gi.
very beginning, and it is the snowball being given to
ซ่าอยู่ด้วยซ่าอยู่ด้วย
Joseph, of course, into the Ishan Shin. And so do Afrid, giving out those zone, giving out those perfect
Ado
openings.
makha taba
with,
pam da ga di
with
dum
the
comment
help
bi
of
ka ru ko.
Mirio. Revenant X Park did well.
Ado
in
akhoi gi
this
comment
game.
si
There
di
was a time when we thought
sathi
we
bani
were
ko khoi comment ta lei ba
push
mi
back
ma
the
sathi sathi
fight
bani
to
ko
the
wa
mid lane.
asoi bam ta ngang ba
Beat
mayam
it
sa ga ni
here,
sabi doi je.
then it's over.
Ai di
That's
kem
the
bui habi
only
oi ko.
fight we're gonna say that,
Ado na comment bi
team
lu ti am lu
Noctua
ram ne.
won. After that, they didn't even give them a time to flinch. But now you're gonna see those head-to-head coming in. Sirrar Moon,
EBT
no,
match lai ko
no need
guys.
to say anything here.
EBT match
13-0,
lai ri.
0-2-3 has a long way
Ngasi
to
gi
talk
play loi
about,
ji ko.
so no head-to-head. It
EBT
is
match lai
more
lai ri
like
adui matung da
head-to-toe.
EBT gi matung da Johan versus
Absolutely, I feel
Peak.
the way Team
Kai
Liquid
soi gi
played
team nei ko.
gave them
Johan
so
versus
much
Kai soi
advantage,
team.
and they played for
Kai
their
su
right
su
up. They were not
khogi
really
mai tem
trying
sa
to just
hyper
go for,
yak
you
la
know,
iba
very,
hyper ni ko ahiba.
I would say, skirmish-based team fights. They were very much patient in the early game, and even for Afraid with that, you know, Mr. Assassin, he actually played for the invades, or like, you know, he wanted to play for those
Ado hojik hojik la amba khogi
give the damage early on, so that his
hojik la amba
teammates can
khogi
go and just
sunau do
defend
adu
him
digi
and still
sai
finish
matem
off
tang
his
tabi
position
thabi si ko
target.
ma'am.
And I think even with Mirio onto the Black Dragon, he did a very good job enabling those team fights, soaking the damage as well. Even though he was 1-1 HP or, you know, 10% HP, he just went back up and much advantage to his team. And if you talk about the rich guy in this game, is of course gonna be Joseph onto that Ethan Shin free the entire game and making his presence known throughout with the KD of 13-0 and 3, I believe, or 2. And the carry is gonna be faded. Unfortunately, his team was a bit too heavy for him to actually carry this time around. Even though he was trying very good, he tried to gain the damage, but they had too many frontliners and less number of damage dealers into the team fight, and with not having end of this economy, it was also difficult for the FPL that for the impression that we do have. You kind of spoke the damage and is how you play the hero, but at the same time, you still have to be
So if you really want
Giveaway.
to take a giveaway, let your
Giveaway
friends
diamond
know that
giveaway
the
lai ko
first
mogi su
season
mogi
2
channel
is
da
going in, and the fun is
Carlo
very in, so be the
and
part of
C
the fun,
Lotti.
be the
Thank
part
you
of
for the
the event
40
as a
rupees super
viewer,
chat.
and take your share. The
Super
diamond
chat
giveaway
thabya ko mayam
giveaway,
thank you.
We hashtag you will be taking a
Ado ina
shot
haise
right
comment
now.
pibda guys
The
adu
third
ne
game of the
comment
night
pibje
for
guys
one
akoi di
solo
ti chill da ni ko guys
of
mayam
the stage
live ka
in
yeng
the
mina
fourth
da
will be
watch
coming
party
in
tau da ko
soon. Till
pot
then,
se
stay hydrated.
vibe se du ni da ado vibe se chanak to mi jong hau tai tai
โบแล้วโบแล้วหลอกไปเลยเนี่ย
tan le game ko sana budi tan le huji second match to kai de gi soi gi no do yeng ga analyze to ga 9 minutes ngai boina
even if a different
hok
rotation
phom
that
do
we
yeng ga
see,
ge
the
ko
team
sumaina
might
to
do the jungle is
0 0
attractive,
se
but
sini
not
ko
portion of the
aha
game
magi
that
first
they
minute
will be right
sidagi
into
yeng ga
the
sidagi
goal
yeng
was the EX. And in this meta where double fighter
do
really
mayam
is very much
akoi viewer
the
mayam de
thing
chill
is
nga
a
to ni ko
very
khoi
different rotation that we're looking at. And talking about the emblems, we're not
adi huji di
too much different, but
2025
first
ne
we've
ba
already been drawn by Miri onto the bot lane, a 1v1 being won.
hui bo khana dre ba
Again, if you take up the, you know, emblems,
Manao,
I think,
thank you for the 20 rupees super chat.
the side of team RNTH,
Thank you,
they're
thank you.
really going a bit aggressive with the damage that they want to go for, right? You can see for Joseph, he's actually going for the killing spree, right? So that's
Do
really gonna
huji
be
gi
a lot
first
of
but
damage.
amadi
He's
keno na logi ba
right
dragon na
at the
1v1 da level 1 da
Actually, that's what, right? I
adu
was
lawgra
going to
matung
talk
du su
about
turtle
the
fight to
Afraid,
dum
right?
yeng na ba di ai da
Going
do
for the high-end
keno na
hero or the
changak ta
Master
ba
Assassin
chat
in
khay
this
do
case. So he's actually want to go for the poke or the, you know, the invasive game.
waiting
where
time
you're
mo
getting
8 minutes
damage
wali
from
8
more
minutes
than
8 minutes si yeng a jum chap
shots.
san
But at the same time, you know, this actually opens up a very aggressive game plan the side of Team RNTs are going for, because as you can see, they're already going in.
Okay, the Mountain Shocker release there. As the poke coming in there, it's a taunt from the Ramon, but it's just the start. So we cannot say like they will.
lu bani ko guys lu bani ko comment si ai ai di lu bane ba timing du na ne ba ko mayam na hit ai di kama hai ne
with the
사갈리
Bronze
마텀도
Assassin,
comment
and,
짠하다
I do
마마
have to say that
삐라가디
if they would have gone for Hayabusa, they would have made a rupture
뽀또
into the Haya as
찔내봐
well.
뽀띠 거기 찔
That's the
같더네
aggressive play they really wanted for them. But now the turtle dance already started, Shinryu.
시장아 키다네 패든 장 키다네 시 드래곤도 단토그레 패든죠 시네 아함바기 떨어지 드래곤기 파워지 시네 아도 아유 드래곤지 까이 파이 푸네 드래곤지 까이나 카운터 tawai nang exp 상하면 nang khangamne
Joseph it is with the turtle.
Keba.
Sorry, my
Those
bad, my
who
bad.
One
Yes,
not the
sir.
score. Micro into the
Ahi
hand of
bana bu kaina hero
RNTX,
kaina
micro
kono
into
tawge
the hand
hangmane
of RNTX, and you're gonna see that level 5 mark. The only one who win the level 5 mark, it is Joseph because of the turtle. And so far we're gonna say that all of them are in the level 4 mark. And there you go on the top side, the burst coming in there by
Carlo
Peter onto
Ancelotti
Giles as
idiot
well.
boy je
That's the
khaini
same
mu ke
here.
injalo wayam ngangi yai guys
That,
super chat thar email ju brother thank you ado idiot boy way je lepasi ko
That is not Kyle,
ma
that is just Duba,
timing
so
soi gi baini
I
ko
think,
mai mana ngangni poto
I think it is
gyan ta hode ba khoju ko
for the Esmeralda
matang
to
khar
really
sa gi da
guess
ba du gi ni
the
yam ngak
spots,
pi ji
given the fact that he has shield and the Esmeralda can take away the shield. For the Lapu Lapu, I think it's still better to actually lean against
second
the
turtle to
dragon
bu yenge
because
second turtle to bu
dragon
yenge
pretty much harassed the Esmeralda pretty early on because yes, the Esmeralda does have shield, does have that sustain, but still very low in the early game and kind of can backfire because you have to go melee to clear out the lanes. That's where you can actually just advantage for the 1v1, but at the same time the Lapu can hold it
Dairot
a
na
lot
fu bane
better
CC na fu
compared
bane
to the
okay
fact that
dragon
in
je
lane, a bit of rotation comes
Dairot
from Team
CC
RNTX. They are setting up a
ado
gank,
lapu
they're
na
setting
su
up an
fu bani
ambush.
da ina lapu pai kan da su dragon ga
Oh
pana
my
ma dum ngamni da
goodness, this
naidi
was
warrior but ka
unexpected
saraga
for Faden. He was not about to anticipate it
dragon
out there.
lapu ga
Four
ngamni
man
ngamna
duels
bane
and
dragon na
Monster
ngam basu
release,
yawi
and
lapu
now
na ngam
they're
basu khang
literally
50
rotating
50
out to that bot
dragon
side,
lapu di
but,
dai 50 50 ni ko
they're happy with
Compared
that
to the
one
fact
set
that again
of
mid lane, bit of rotation coming in from Team
Yeah, I mean,
RNTX. They are setting up a gank, they're setting up an ambush.
yo yo kasa ani jong kasa ani ge boys e class tau na bane sim kan je
And they have that petrify combo from
As-
Leo
as.
as well, so it's
kap pe
a
tham
lot
tang
of skill.
next kana kana lege next next EVT lay ko
To actually use it
EVT
up,
ki match
and
hok dure guys
combo
EVT ki
as
match hok
well.
de draft hok dure
Great
ko
position
only minute manga
for the
phadre
opponents, and they
5
already know
minutes
where they
phadre
are.
aduna sigi se mamang game je turtle fight kai ji yeng yeng analyze to ngai boina
Already started from Team RNTX. For a fight.
ngai je ko
Don't
EVT
work
match
out,
ngai
though,
je
but I don't feel like they will actually gonna contest it out, even though this is the broken wall. But it's not so. I mean, easy
She's
to
a free
contest it
turtle.
out, having a one
Free
KO
turtle,
lead
ani.
already into the game, and now they're going for the fight with the help of the river.
Yi
You
zong
see
zero
that,
ba zone
rotation
tau ye.
coming out from Aaron the Creature, getting
Mai
knocked
ulti
down
je
by
turtle da
the
ka tane man tau
Esmeralda
ye
there. The Monoshock release, giving out the zone, as well as it will be taking out that
fourth match su lay ro fourth match su lay fourth match na
from the hand of
peak kango ga johan ka
ก็ไปโฟโต้ด้วย
And even though this is a broken wall map, we're not looking at
UNS su fu bane bro ho yaw ai yaw de bro
gameplay from either of the team, but up top though.
ai som da khadang thada bi contract pi select na khadang thada le re
Wound bot, Mir is low HP.
Okay, the flicker baited as well, but now you're gonna see that dive comes up. Crimson making use, but it's just the bait. And
skill
nice
bet
dodge
tau
coming
ba
out
le
from
mane
NOC.
mane
They
bait
don't
skill
want
bet
to
tau
lose out those goals to giving out those micro lead. Even though it is right now 2-0, they haven't started anything for them. But there you go, the moonfall comes in. It's just a poke once again. And it's more like they're playing defensively, waiting for the neutral objective, and then they're gonna take up the fight. But at this point, a fight is occurring.
turtle je kya su re turtle je ani su re ko ahum zo bai turtle je yeng je
For a game this scale, I think it's gonna be more of the late game fight.
brawl hai mi manga funa brawl hai ga brawl je pak taro tau te turtle thom dai gumba turtle minute ani khuding spawn tau turtle je adum kan da khata ne manga fuda ne je adu da akaba team na ka ai hosi ki meta je
already have secured okay goal lead, and that's gonna show up really soon. Up top though, Duba is getting engaged, but
si da ne baksa si da ne se si madi phaja gim ne ko baksa si da
Joseph goes in there with the Crimson Bacon being released by which before the turtle, a lot of resources burned down by Kimi from RNTX side. And now the turtle coming in. They
Kaya ba?
don't have the Mountain Shocker. They don't have the Crimson Bacon in their hand. It's like
oh baksa da loi loi sang gi matang du da moi mari na mu sanga ga fight tong option ba moi mi kara kem skill yaw na de kan du adu su yai
Duba
adu khaga lap lap lai na gi bai ni da
will be the turtle getting not into the mark.
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯇꯥꯋꯔꯈꯩꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯒꯠꯄꯅꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯃꯌꯥꯏ ꯀꯥꯏꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯍꯣ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯡ ꯍꯣꯔꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯏ ꯀꯥꯏꯕ
Okay, the RWM popped up there. Faden got the hand onto Afred. Now three man getting cornered and trapped down. Black Dragon emerges by Mirio the Creator. The Creator is going. He's giving out the opening, but he's a little bit sooner into the deepness and will be taken
ꯁꯣꯜ
out.
ꯄꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ
And
ꯁꯣꯜ
will be
ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯁꯣꯜ
pointed
ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯦ
out into the hand of Juba. In the meantime, Joseph finds a kill there onto the Kimmy. 1-for-2 trade is coming in there in the micro, but now the blue buff is taken out, and now he's going to the immune. But in the meantime, gonna see that
ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯗꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯅꯦ
locking onto Aram, Corruption making use. The total goes into the hand of
ꯁꯟ ꯒꯣꯜ ꯁꯟ
Aino here.
ꯁꯟꯁꯨ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
So you're gonna
ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝ
see
ꯆꯪꯕ ꯍꯦꯔꯣꯅꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯁꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯤꯅꯅꯦ ꯁꯟꯗꯤ ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝ ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕ ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯝꯒꯨꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯥꯏꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯂꯦꯚꯦꯜ 4ꯗ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯐꯥꯏꯇꯔꯈꯩꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯩꯁꯦ ꯂꯦꯚꯦꯜ 4ꯗ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯐꯥꯏꯇꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯌꯨꯖꯣꯡ ꯂꯥꯄꯨ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯂꯦꯚꯦꯜ 4 ꯌꯧꯔꯤ ꯁꯥ ꯉꯥꯅꯤ ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤꯗ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯍꯦꯔꯣ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯩ ꯁꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯉꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟꯗ ꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯐꯥꯎ ꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯦꯛꯁ ꯕꯣꯛꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯨ ꯗꯦꯃꯦꯖ ꯃꯩꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯇꯦꯡꯀꯤ ꯍꯤꯔꯣ ꯁꯤꯌꯔ ꯇꯧꯕꯩꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯁꯃꯦꯜꯗꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯕꯛꯁꯤꯌꯥ
Yeah, I mean for RNTX they're winning out on those trades of yes, obviously they're getting
ꯏꯂꯤꯃꯤꯅꯦꯁꯟ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯂꯣ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯏꯂꯤꯃꯤꯅꯦꯁꯟ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯏꯂꯤꯃꯤꯅꯦꯁꯟ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖꯇ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯃꯝ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯐꯨꯅꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯋꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯗ ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯇꯤꯝ 10 ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯣ ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯇꯤꯝ 8ꯃꯛ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯋꯥꯟ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯋꯥꯟ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯇꯤꯝꯗꯣ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯇꯤꯝ 3 ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ 4ꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯈꯟꯒꯠꯂꯒ ꯂꯦꯟꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯇꯣꯞ 4 ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯦ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯝꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯁꯣꯜ ꯄꯣꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯁꯦ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯝꯃꯝꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯜꯚꯥꯅꯥꯁꯨ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯁꯤꯜꯚꯥꯅꯥꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯕ ꯍꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯤꯜꯚꯥꯅꯥꯁꯦ ꯄꯣꯇꯦꯟꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯊꯤ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯍꯦꯔꯣꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯤꯗ ꯂꯦꯟꯗ ꯔꯣꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯃꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯤꯀꯔ ꯆꯣꯡꯉꯒ ꯃꯥꯏꯜꯇꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯀꯣꯝꯕꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯇꯛ ꯂꯥꯎꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯅꯥꯝꯇ ꯍꯥꯠꯄ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯥꯏꯁ ꯃꯉꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯁ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯏꯃꯣꯔꯇꯦꯜꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯆꯦꯟꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯐꯥꯔ ꯐꯨꯊꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯀꯩꯕ ꯀꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯣ 이빌기 하라. 이빌기ꯁꯨ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
Yeah, true, true. Actually, you know, once you have
EBT
taken down
EBT
the
ꯋꯥꯜ
current
EBT
play
ꯂꯣꯏ
has
ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦꯀꯣ
been
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ
pushed
ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦ ꯀꯣꯄꯤꯌꯥ ꯆꯥꯏꯕ ꯁꯤ ꯏꯁꯩꯁꯦ
So this will, you know, open up the map a little bit.
ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯏꯠ ꯑꯝꯇꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯝꯕꯁꯦ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦ
They are
ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯏꯠꯁꯦ
really
ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯉꯥ
investing
ꯍꯤꯡꯉꯤꯀꯣ
the
ꯁꯦ ꯁꯦ
damage
ꯁꯦ
here.
ꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯁ
They
ꯐꯥꯏꯠꯁꯦ
really
ꯑꯝꯇꯪ
going
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯝꯕꯁꯦ
deep,
ꯂꯣ
but
ꯆꯪꯉꯦ
still this time it's not going to be mattering. Duba falls once again. This Esmeralda is completely disabled from the side of team
ꯁꯤꯜꯚꯥꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯜꯇꯤ
RNTX,
ꯄꯤꯌꯨꯐꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯡꯗꯣ
and
ꯇꯧꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
right now they can just get whatever they want.
ꯇꯧꯗꯕꯅꯤꯗ
But not rushing out
ꯇꯧꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯅꯦ
from the mid lane. A good wave sync. I think we're looking at a game over.
ꯁꯤꯜꯚꯥꯅꯥ ꯑꯜꯇꯤꯗꯨꯅꯕꯨ ꯐꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯄꯤꯌꯨꯐꯥꯏ ꯆꯪꯗꯒꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯎꯔꯦ ꯑꯜꯗꯣꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯒꯗꯣ ꯄꯜꯂ ꯂꯩꯗꯨꯗꯤ
Joseph, the boy, into the action, might be going for the double onto Serrar, and with that, he'll be
ꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦ ꯁꯦ ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯆ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯁꯤ ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯇꯇꯜ 2 ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯁꯀꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯈꯇꯪ ꯐꯖꯍꯜꯂꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯈꯇꯪ ꯐꯖꯍꯜꯂꯣꯏ ꯑꯇꯩꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ
So they are here onto the first 1-0 bracket. So this time onto the custom decks, onto the right, it's going to be me, Tami, and joining me will be STZ.
ꯄꯤꯌꯨꯐꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
Custom decks, so he will be the play-by-play and
ꯄꯤꯌꯨꯐꯥꯏꯅ
I'll
ꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇꯔ
be your
ꯀꯅꯥꯅ
analyst.
ꯀꯥꯔꯤ ꯎꯍꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
Caster. As
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤ
per
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯤꯅ
during this match, we did
ꯁꯣꯜ ꯐꯨꯔꯝꯃꯒ
witness
ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯟꯅ
the
ꯀꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
S8ul esports versus
ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕꯩ
the
ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯤꯅ
Venom esports absolute cinema match and Armageddon as well.
ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕ ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯒꯦꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯨꯕꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤꯕꯣ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯀ ꯅꯣꯛꯇꯨꯔꯥꯒ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯈꯤꯕ
Quick thoughts regarding this match.
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯈꯩꯁꯦ ꯕꯦꯅꯝ ꯄꯜꯂꯤꯁꯦ ꯕꯦꯅꯝꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯠꯁ ꯂꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯉꯁꯤꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯕꯨ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯦ
it will be Armageddon esports, as you mentioned before. Like the Brody pick was the X factor.
ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯒ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯥꯒꯦꯗꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯥꯒꯦꯗꯟ ꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁ
Day one. So
Armageddon
now
esports.
we're gonna make that history repeat once again with that Brody pick. But if it get banned, then there should be something
ꯁꯣꯒꯤ
else. But
ꯉꯁꯤ ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
we're
ꯊꯤꯗꯣ
loving
ꯁꯣꯒꯤ
that goal link.
ꯊꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯊꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
Pick then they might go for the
Second side
Natan as
Kandi,
well. So I'm gonna see what's gonna happen in the goal lane, because you already told me about the goal lane X Factor thing for Armageddon, but so do the talking about team Elusivity Esports, Prince,
ꯑꯗꯣ
Senju
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ
being
ꯃꯤꯊꯤꯛ
there.
ꯁꯣꯗꯥꯎꯟꯁꯤꯒꯤ
This
ꯂꯦꯟꯁꯦ
guy is so good
ꯂꯦꯟ
right
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ
now in the mid
ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯦ
lane. If you're gonna talk about
December
the
first week
top
ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ
mid
November
laners in
last week ꯗ
India,
ꯇꯥꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤꯀꯣ
I'll just add his name as
December
well
first
there,
week
because
or
he's
November
literally
last
good
week
with the positioning. He's so
ꯂꯦꯟ
good
ꯏꯚꯦꯟ
with the
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯇꯣꯏꯁꯦ
dodging as well.
ꯇꯣꯞ 4
I
teamsꯇꯣ
love his play, and he is the X factor for the EVT side. I really want to know how Elusivity gonna match up against Team Armageddon in the drop section, having the Kimi or really Senju. Is he gonna go for the Kimi pick or the Jushin? And he's so good with the Parsa as well. So if Team Armageddon really
December
wants to
20
win
ꯗꯩꯅ
this game,
25 ꯐꯥꯎ
they need to
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
prioritize
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
Senju
ꯇꯧꯋꯤꯅꯦ
here
ꯗꯤꯂꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ
in
ꯊꯤꯅ
this
ꯇꯧꯋꯤꯅꯦ
whole
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
setup lane.
December
But
last week
as we
December
are
20 ꯗꯩ
moving
25 ꯐꯥꯎ ꯂꯦꯟ
deeply
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
into the Swiss stage, already
ꯑꯣ
being stated in the last game I told
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
that
ꯃꯇꯝ ꯊꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ
we're
ꯃꯇꯝ
in
ꯊꯤ
one
ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯀꯣ
of the
ꯅꯩꯒꯥꯏꯕ
final
ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯝ
hours,
ꯊꯤ
and
ꯂꯩꯔꯤ
one of bracket is really
ꯂꯦꯟꯁꯦ
fearsable.
ꯀꯩ ꯂꯝꯗꯅꯣ ꯂꯦꯟꯁꯦ
More like
ꯒꯨꯋꯥꯍꯥꯇꯤꯗ
all
ꯀꯟꯐꯥꯔꯝ
teams put
ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤ
their ego into their side,
ꯃꯦꯠꯆ
put their
ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦ
ego in
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ
the
20
game. If you
ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ
already won their
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ
first match
ꯁ꯭ꯇꯥꯔꯠꯁ
in
ꯏꯟ
Mythic
20 ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ
Showdown season 2
ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ
and
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯦ
right now,
ꯍꯧꯗꯤ
if they
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯜꯂꯝꯕꯅꯤ
win
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
once
ꯇꯪꯈꯥꯏ ꯑꯃ
again, they will be into the 2-0 bracket. If they don't win, they will be going into the 1-1 bracket. And you know,
Joseph will
two
always
teams
be number
competing
one
in the
jungler.
1-1 bracket, Itami, it is
Well
S8ul
played, bro.
and
Well played, Joseph, brother.
Noctura.
Well
So
played.
you don't want to go there. You really want to be in the 2-0 bracket, to be in the safer side. Even though Sacred Shrine, RNTX is there, but you do have the chance to
Bro, ꯅꯪꯁꯨ
like
ꯆꯠꯇꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯆꯠꯂꯣꯏ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ
do
ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯣꯏ
have a
ꯃꯤꯊꯤꯛ
good
ꯁꯣꯗꯥꯎꯟꯗꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯁ
plus
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ
one
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ
when you
ꯆꯠꯂꯒ
are in the
ꯑꯥꯗꯩ
2-0
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄꯒꯗꯤ
bracket.
ꯉꯝꯃꯔꯣꯏ
But 1-1 bracket, the
ꯃꯣꯏ
teams
ꯀꯧꯗꯤ
which are
ꯀꯧꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩ
waiting
ꯆꯠꯅꯕ
there
ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ
are really fearsable. So you might be thinking about it,
ꯗꯤꯁꯦꯝꯕꯔꯁꯤꯗꯤ
and that
ꯗꯤꯁꯦꯝꯕꯔ
being in
ꯖꯅꯋꯥꯔꯤ
Asia,
ꯐꯦꯕꯋꯥꯔꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ
right
ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ
in the middle,
ꯗꯤꯜꯂꯤꯗꯅꯦꯕ
Armageddon, Elusivity, even
ꯗꯤꯜꯂꯤꯗ
though
ꯊꯕꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ
these
ꯂꯩꯀꯣ
two teams are in the mythic leaderboard, but still they are like gonna prove themselves in this mythic
ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ
showdown season
ꯍꯣꯔꯟꯕꯤꯜꯗꯨꯁꯨ
2 by
ꯆꯠꯂꯣꯏꯌꯦ
winning a game in this 1
ꯂꯣꯏ
bracket.
ꯐꯪꯖꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯗꯤꯜꯂꯤꯒ
Exactly, and this time around, I think Armageddon Esports as well, they are quite aware of the fact that Elusivity
ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ
will
ꯍꯦꯛꯇ
be
ꯍꯩꯊꯨ ꯁꯥꯖꯟꯕ
active on
ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ
competitively
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
on
ꯒꯨꯒꯤ
the
ꯃꯆꯥ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏ
tournament
ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗ
scene
ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ
on
ꯊꯣꯛꯄ
the
ꯀꯃꯦꯟ
recent
ꯄꯪꯄꯤ ꯄꯤꯍꯜꯂ
tournaments.
ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ
Like we
ꯀꯃꯦꯟꯇꯣ
did see
ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯎ
Elusivity
ꯇꯥ ꯑꯃ
Esports
ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟ ꯂꯩ
being the
ꯍꯟꯖꯈꯤꯅꯤ
runner-up for a recent LAN tournament, so they do have that experience and they are kind of
ꯑꯩ
similar
ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦ
in terms of
ꯆꯪꯉꯣꯗꯅ
lineup as well. They will be
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
having some downfalls onto the mid. They were not able to win onto the finals, but this is one of the
ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯈꯩꯁꯦ
teams
ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯒꯦ
that
ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ
are
ꯁꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ
looking to
ꯏ
go
ꯕꯤ
on
ꯇꯤ
top.
ꯏ ꯕꯤ
So they
ꯇꯤꯅꯦ
are actually
ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯗ
holding the
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ
fort
ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕ
in
ꯑꯦ
the
ꯋꯥꯟ
competitive
ꯇꯥꯔꯦ
environment instead of the elite one. So
ꯁꯦꯟꯖꯨꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯗꯤ
this matchup is going to be
ꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯀꯣ
quite interesting. The draft is already
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯩꯁꯦ
being
ꯁꯦꯟꯖꯨꯁꯦ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ
announced.
ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ
Could
ꯃꯆꯥ
be
ꯑꯍꯨꯝꯁꯨꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯗꯔꯥ ꯋꯦꯁ
could be
ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯣꯜ
the signature
ꯀꯣꯔꯤ
bans
ꯀꯤꯇꯤꯁꯦ
as well,
ꯅꯣꯔꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯃꯆꯥ
as well
ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ
as
ꯂꯝꯒꯤ
we
ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ
see
ꯑꯗꯩ ꯒꯣꯠ
the
ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠꯁꯤꯁꯨ
target
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ
bans as well as the meta bans. So
ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯝ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯒꯤ
what could
ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯦꯒꯦꯗꯟ
actually look
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯤꯗꯤ
like
ꯑꯩꯁ
as we see
ꯁꯥꯊꯤꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ
Okay,
ꯇ꯭ꯋꯤꯟ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ
Elusivity
ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯏꯀꯣ
Esports. I believe that they'll be banning out those meta. Jushin is the first option. Second is the Croc.
ꯇ꯭ꯋꯤꯟ
These are the meta
ꯐ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ
picks you are talking about,
ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ
and you don't
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦ
really want to give it
ꯃꯦꯛꯁꯤꯀꯟ
out.
ꯀꯦꯂꯤꯒꯤ
And banning out the
ꯏꯁꯩꯗꯩ
Jushin also,
ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛꯑꯦ
you
ꯁꯤꯁꯤꯅ
might think that they might gonna go for that utility jungler for them. I'm not sure about it, because
ꯁꯣꯜ
Elusivity
ꯀꯞꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯜ
jungler
ꯀꯞꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁꯣꯜꯗꯣ
do like to
ꯊꯕꯥꯛꯇ
play those
ꯅꯦꯠꯊꯔꯝꯃꯦꯅꯦ
assassin mobility kind of
ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠ
thing.
ꯁꯥꯏꯟ
So
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯅ
I'm not sure about it, but they might gonna go for the Kimi pick as well. You know, like
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
Kimi and
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯣ
Jushin are
ꯆꯪꯉꯣ
the trading pick. If you're gonna go for the Kimi, the opponent side do pick that Jushin. So that might be the thing, banning out the Jushins.
ꯀꯣꯔꯤꯗꯣ
It remains
ꯅꯥꯒꯥꯂꯦꯟꯅꯦ
to be
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
waited,
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
but
ꯀꯣꯔꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯅꯥꯒꯥꯂꯦꯟ
we're gonna
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
see in the ban
ꯅꯥꯒꯥꯂꯦꯟꯒ ꯋꯦꯁ
section.
ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯣꯜ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ
Talking about the
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ
ban
ꯃꯆꯥ
from
ꯑꯍꯨꯝ
the side of
ꯏ ꯕꯤ ꯇꯤꯒꯤ
Armageddon
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ
Esports, they are still now
ꯑꯗꯣ
taking out the
ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ
time,
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯐꯥꯎ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯗꯛꯁꯟ
taking
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯦ
out
ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ
Baxia
ꯁꯤꯟꯗꯣꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯣ
with the Kalea.
ꯁꯤꯟꯗꯣꯔꯅꯤ
Two
ꯁꯤꯟꯗꯣꯔꯅꯤ
more valuable bans coming out from them. And now the third ban, what it could
ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ
be.
ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ
This
ꯏ ꯕꯤ
is
ꯇꯤ ꯐꯖꯍꯜꯂꯛꯎ
expanding
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤ
river.
2 ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯁꯇꯣ
So you know, like when you're playing in the expanding river, the side laners are really
ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯒꯦꯗꯟ
advantage
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯤꯗꯤ
to the,
ꯈꯪꯗꯤꯌꯦ
you
ꯃꯣꯏ
know,
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯌꯔꯈꯩꯁꯦ
they
ꯀꯔꯝꯕꯅ
can
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ
actually
ꯌꯥꯎꯒꯦ
give that
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
faster
ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯒꯦꯗꯟꯁꯤꯗꯤ
rotation
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯋꯔꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ
rotation
ꯈꯪꯉꯔꯣꯏꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ
throughout
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ
the
ꯑꯩꯗꯤ
match, throughout the early phase of the game, throughout the mid phase of the game, when
ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯒꯦꯗꯟ
you
ꯏ
move them
ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁ
into the
ꯑꯜꯇꯔ ꯏꯒꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ
objective
ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ
side. So
ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯒꯦꯗꯟ ꯏ
this is the
ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤ
main thing in the expanding river. You really don't want to go for a fighter
ꯚꯦꯅꯝꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯅꯣ
couple of
ꯚꯦꯅꯝꯁꯤꯅ
Western level. You can really
ꯁꯤꯅꯤꯒꯥꯃꯤ
go
ꯍꯣꯏ
for
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯅꯦ
something like Erythel, Natan,
ꯁꯤꯅꯤꯒꯥꯃꯤ
this
ꯍꯣꯏ
kind of thing. And assuming
ꯑꯗꯒꯤ
talking
ꯀꯦꯜꯂꯤ
about
ꯍꯣꯏ
a
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨ
pick, that might be the thing from
ꯁꯤꯅꯤꯒꯥꯃꯤ ꯀꯦꯜꯂꯤ
Elusivity
ꯑꯗꯒꯤ
this
ꯃꯨꯟ
time.
ꯅꯥꯏꯠ
Not
ꯀꯥꯏꯅ
Elusivity, Armageddon this time. Let's see the last man. It will be the Ishan Shin, and they will be going for the
Lens
Lancelot
pick
together.
Lens pick
That's a
ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂꯦꯀꯣ
nice way pick
Armageddon
coming out from
Esports
his
with the
side
Lens
of
first
to
pick
lifting the
Lens pack
esports.
ꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯠꯇꯤ
So do
ꯊꯨꯞꯄꯅꯤ
can
ꯌꯦꯡꯕ
we see
ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ
for a Hayabusa here to counter the Lancelot, or there will be a
ꯆꯥꯛ ꯆꯥꯔꯕꯣ ꯆꯥꯛ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ
They can rely onto the utility as well, but prioritizing the Lancelot as the first pick would be a go-to.
Animak table asangba sanairo. Animak table asangba da
Armageddon
natte.
went out for the Lancelot.
Table asangba natte yum dai ni ko sida.
Armageddon, not Armageddon.
EBT ju
actually,
table
Abyss
asangba da ko sila mo.
would have
Mo yum dai ger mo ni mo sanai je.
Lancelot for their side. But for this
Table
Armageddon
asangba di
side,
only keno ka
it
tani
will be
RNT ko
Lancelot
so
for
ka
the
tani
side
ko.
of Armageddon.
RNT ko so ka tani table asangba.
Instantly,
Atai di
they will be,
table asangba phamdri.
acquiring the CC as well as the Kimi on to the mid. So as you were mentioning, Kimi as well as the Jushin, they have been onto the S tier category. Mid. So the Kimi, once she gets the Sky Piercer, she does has the snowball kind of an ability. If you are your team fight, like if your team comp is completely reliant on the fighter kind of a composition
EBT
as well
EBT
as
je
general
red team ni ko.
efforts.
EBT je red team ne mo
On
gi
the side of
production jina
Kimi,
e bada soi ne je se mo sem tor kani ba.
the Lancelot, the
Aham bagi
assassin
sona
is
gi
the
left side
he
ke team
has the
jina
beefiness as well.
AE ni ko.
The tankiness also
Armageddon
comes up
Esports
once
aduga
he
asuna
gets
gi right side ki team
the
jina
brute force
EBT
beat,
ni EBT.
the split as well as the
LUCBT.
split. So sustain wise also he can do it there. In
Mo
terms
gi
of
production problem ne sibudi.
he is a really good
Ado guys
player.
don't forget to hit the like nam si ko like say 300 ya honji.
Definitely there.
Let's
And
switch
that
300
is
likes
a
before the
tribal
before the game.
and there you go. AE, it's not AE actually. The
So the heng tan masing handani handani.
Esports will be the
Mo
ones
ayuk no alak ko da paratha
so
paratha ahum jar ma do paratha kakthar ani mo paratha amam da. Kara ka no hengal ko do paratha.
It is the Armageddon who will be going for the Hayabusa. And Elusividia is still onto the Lancelot pick. But talking about the CC auto pick coming out from Elusivity Esports, it's a
R7 gi macha yaure anoi biji kai R7 ji kana R7 ji RQ gi drai jai. Yeah, yeah. What is that?
But I'm still in a sus. Like the Lapu Lapu could have been countered by the Esmeralda, or you could have gone for an A-lot.
Ngasi hayeng dei face cam dei a Delhi jang kan tor ko ni ko. 10k je huji yo hayeng yo ka su Delhi jang kan tor ko ni ko face cam ji de. Ado 10k the giveaway di lai ko. Starlight ahum giveaway plus some skins. 10k hey yo boga do don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.
Now the second banning phase coming in there.
Face cam di tawani adum tor 10k yo ba tawani adu bu ai Delhi han changi ko Delhi de gi tor ko ni a da gi adu da adu su ke no tawani channel da YouTube channel da chara wan jalak bi ko salak bi ko ko mukbang kha su tawani ko gi Iruka Yade hayo ye hai yade hayo ye kai nuai ne no Apex na ga iso la ngam doi do lukham da chingkhala mani mo ye so gi manager lukham da chingkhala mani ka da bai pohali no na scam toy mathang da fan sana ge Apex na ham de na as mathang da nai kha ge je ko ji game de paw hona ba tang wat khe kini mo na ha mama ge de bang sa ga lam de
S8ul, you're gonna see this Khalid, Lolita, or maybe
sem do re ko ado moi gi moi ne sem do je team maming je odi owner re ado on thong ra ni EBT na asona kan side right side chine ko moi ne EBT le ti sali je moi on thro ka ni
I agree with the Khalid pick actually because Khalid he has the like when he gets the passive.
But nang chit tawre ko kai tor ka ni chit na te ko kino tor ka ni face game tor ka ni don't worry bro.
Other rumors as well.
Don't worry about that.
The engages as well, and considering the fact this is an expanding river map, the Khalid would have been able to rotate a lot faster onto the game. But speaking of movement as well as the movement speed,
BGMI di so na logre BGMI de di bro a so ga je sathi re BGMI de di ML de di so nga sai de thut law re ko
they have already completed the draft and looks like it is a CC goal.
ado aina je soul jina sigi mythic showdown ge lane ji de ko moina qualify to ba ngam draga di moi gi huji ge lineup ji kok thoro ga lineup aring bam khangal ko ne maybe second shrine de moina lokhalak pa ma sol ado ne me di aring ba ok ne aring ba ok tu da ason ba lineup ha pa ya de perform ta utare dana
Team Elusivity Esports, they will be trying to mark out.
ado sigi pose ko ne thang global push ka to ikana ko ne hot oi kana ko ibil sanai ka matam do ga de ko ju try to ya ba sona kan da khadang thada da wan ta le ne game da wan ta ba le tho ga team name se ka do ga team name se production problem ni ko nai ni ko ado sol na kari ge sol gi sigi lab sigi comment si da ko moi gi lab sigi comment da rocket kam pai khat pane du ma di khagi sol gi fan me am ya ba ni ko kari ge di ꯍꯔꯥꯎꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟ ꯂꯩꯕ
ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯠꯂꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯣ
ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯔꯣꯀꯦꯠ ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯠꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
Gonna disrupt the backline a lot with the help of the dive and like the mobility. So here we have the 5-5 sets complete. Armageddon Esports going against Elizabeth Esports, and this is the one of brackets.
ISOCBꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯇꯨꯝꯕꯩ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯇꯧꯁꯜꯂꯣ ꯐꯦꯁ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯩꯁꯨ ꯇꯨꯝꯕꯩꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯔꯣꯖꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯥꯔꯀꯦꯠ ꯆꯠꯄꯩꯁꯨ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯒ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯆꯠꯄꯩ ꯗꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯆꯠꯄꯩ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯣꯛꯇꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯅꯝꯈꯠꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯀꯨꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯗꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯑꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯩꯁꯨ ꯗꯦ ꯏꯟ ꯑ ꯂꯥꯏꯐ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯀꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯔꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯗꯦ ꯏꯟ ꯑ ꯂꯥꯏꯐ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯀꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯏꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯚꯣꯏꯁ ꯑꯣꯚꯔꯒ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯟꯕꯗꯣ ꯚꯤꯗꯤꯑꯣꯗꯨꯗ I just woke up now I'm eating ꯑꯗꯨ guys
I'm not gonna
ꯁꯨꯛꯆꯥ
be
ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ
the one
ꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯐꯥꯁ ꯑꯃ
who's
ꯆꯥꯁꯟꯕ
gonna
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ
let it out to anybody else.
ナカンダꯅꯪꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯍꯜꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ
ꯁꯨꯛꯆꯥ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ
Agree. And this is going to be the third game for the night, and we
Tauko,
already did
tauko
mention
na.
it out. The draft, it's completely balanced out for either of the sides. It will be depending upon the execution. One thing about
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯤ guys EBT versus Armageddon Esports ꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯝꯕꯅ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯦ Lancelot Hyper versus Hayabusa Hyper
The biggest threat for the Eve is going to be
ꯑꯗꯣ
the
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
Lancelot.
CC Golenꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ CC Golen versus Granger Golen
Using out the dashes, and he will be trying
CC
to make sure
Granger.
the Eve is getting targeted. Most probably, yeah, he is on to a quicker
ꯖꯣꯖꯤ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯦ ꯐꯖꯩ
he
ꯍꯣꯏ
can
ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯦ
be having
ꯖꯣꯖꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯖꯣꯖꯣ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯖꯣꯖꯤ
engage potential is going to be
ꯂꯥꯎꯈꯠꯂꯦ
this is
ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯒꯦ
going to be the game number 3
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
1-0 bracket.
ꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯏꯁꯦ
Sacred Sign.
ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯤꯡꯈꯠꯂ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯄꯅꯤꯗ ꯎꯍꯧꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯄꯣꯈꯥꯏꯕ ꯁꯥꯎꯟꯗꯣ
Sacred Sign as well as the other team.
ꯁꯥꯎꯟꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯇꯥꯍꯧꯋꯦ
Onto
ꯑꯗꯣ
the 2-0
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯤ
bracket
ꯎꯍꯧꯗꯦ
have already
ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
made
ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ
their
ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
way.
ꯎꯠꯄꯗ ꯑꯣꯟꯅ ꯇꯩꯅ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯄ
Here
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
we are,
ꯃꯃꯥꯡ ꯃꯦꯠꯆꯀꯤ
one
ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ
zero
ꯃꯨꯠꯁꯜꯂꯛꯑꯦ
Prestige.
RM takes the second one, and let's see who will be the third one to be there in the one, not the 1-2 bracket. And now we're gonna see that the early game skirm has already been there at
ꯍꯧꯔꯦꯀꯣ guys
side of Armageddon Esports.
ꯍꯧꯔꯦꯀꯣ don't forget to hit the like ꯅꯝꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯇꯤꯝꯅ first blood ꯂꯧꯒꯅꯤ comment ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ
And you're gonna see that
Who will take
Saint-Ju
first
coming
blood?
over there, busting out some energy from the side of Team Armageddon. But there you go.
ꯇꯤꯝ ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯣꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
But the rivet lies popped up
ꯔꯦꯗ
there.
ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯤꯅ EBTꯅꯤꯀꯣ
Burst out
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯨ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯤꯅ Armageddon Esports AEꯅꯤꯀꯣ alter ego ꯅꯠꯇꯦ AE
actually cast it out so that he will be not gonna
ꯇꯤꯝ ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯣꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯗꯛꯁꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯔꯦꯗ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯦ EBTꯅꯤꯀꯣ
Yeah, just to save your life, he did ended up losing one of the battlefield. That would have been quite of a priority. But speaking of priority, there is going to be the ambulance coming up.
AE is Armageddon Esports
What
not
was the prize?
alter
If you
ego
look at, the Yuzhong, he went out for the rupture as well as the Festival of Blood. So the rupture could be giving out you the additional damage when it comes to the petrify combos. And there is the team fight.
ꯐꯖꯩ nice nice ꯐꯖꯩꯅꯦ ꯂꯥꯄꯨꯁꯨ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯜꯂꯛꯄꯤꯅꯦ ꯁꯥꯊꯤꯍꯦ ꯐꯤꯡꯉꯦꯀꯣ EBT ꯇꯤ ꯐꯤꯡꯉꯦ EBTꯅ ꯂꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯗꯁꯦ EBTꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯇꯔꯇꯜꯁꯨ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯦ ꯇꯔꯇꯜꯁꯦ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅꯣ ꯃꯊꯛꯇꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯇꯔꯇꯜ ꯃꯊꯛꯇꯅꯤ
ꯁꯥ ꯄꯟꯖꯜꯂꯝꯕꯗ
The first blood once again for the side of team. Actually, it is Team Elusivity Esports. I think the names have been, the names would have been swapped out, but I hope it will be fixed out onto the next side. But there's a turtle fight as well as a team fight.
Ooh, nice victory. ꯐꯖꯩ ꯐꯖꯩ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯀꯤꯜ ꯄꯤꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯍꯌꯥꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯄꯣꯖꯤꯠ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯇꯅꯤ ꯍꯌꯥꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯤꯗꯣ ꯍꯌꯥ ꯁꯨꯡꯂꯥꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯣ ꯍꯌꯥꯁꯦ ꯒꯤꯞ ꯑꯋꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯑ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯇꯔꯇꯜꯁꯦ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯍꯩꯅꯗꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯟꯅꯕꯁꯦ ꯍꯩꯗꯤ ꯍꯩꯅꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯁꯦ ꯈꯤꯇꯪꯈꯛ ꯅꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯚꯥꯏꯁꯇꯒꯤ ꯈꯤꯇꯪꯈꯛ ꯖꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯈꯨꯕꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯒ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯄꯤꯟꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯖꯨꯝ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯨꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯕꯅꯦ ꯅꯛꯁꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯥꯞꯊꯣꯛꯄꯅꯦꯕ ꯐꯨꯜ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯠꯆ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ
The difference onto the team fights because the side laners, like we have already mentioned it out, they are able to rotate a lot faster when it comes to the turtle fights. And he is speaking of turtle fights.
ꯐꯖꯩ ꯐꯖꯩ ꯑꯜꯇꯤ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯕꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ
As well as the
ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯕꯦꯛꯑꯞ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯔꯤꯑꯦꯡꯒꯦꯖ ꯇꯧꯁꯟꯕꯗ ꯐꯖꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕ
ꯃꯥꯅꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯨ ꯇꯤꯝꯒꯤ ꯕꯦꯛꯑꯞ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯑꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯜ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂ ꯑꯃ ꯐꯨꯖꯟꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯁꯦꯝꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯗꯛꯁꯟ ꯌꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ W production
Managed to dodge out two spells, two, I mean, big hits AOG and the Ogi Shadow kill. Soju, I mean, that dodge was so important for him because he could have taken out at the point, and that would have give some goal lead for Elusivity Esports, even though they lose out the turtle, but still they're having the goal lead. It's just a minimum one into the economy.
Ado
This,
goal
this
ise kasyam
tournament
khena
winner, it can
banate
be faded out
skill
soon, but
score
now the
ju
push
chamane
having
ko
been used.
1-1
Throne Rose comes up.
1-1
This
ko
is the main thing we're talking
haya
about.
je sedo gi ozani ma
Zozi
ju
with the
oije
Lancelot can actually counter out that Ogi Shadow kill with the help of the Throne Rose.
Yeah, and look
Thorn
at the level
Rose
priorities as well.
Thorn Rose sina kaino
Godspeed
Thorn
is
Rose
already
na
level 7.
Lancelot ke triangle
he
lo ngone
is having quite of a farm advantage. Even if the OG Shadow Kill was not able to do the job onto the mid, they did try to prioritize onto that. There's a taunt coming onto Ito, uses the vengeance just to escape. I think he would
okay,
have
okay,
been
second
able to
turtle
survive
is up
even if
now
he didn't pop out the
second
vengeance.
turtle si di
That
contest
would
tau
be
na ro ko
quite of a resource
haya
being
du changsan
waited
ji
out,
okay koi
and
lai
that's why
dragon
they
kharo
decided
pai
to
san gare
prioritize. Black Dragon form also comes up in order to zone them out. Korikuti goes in.
Oh,
fazai ne
penetration
nice
comes up.
retreat
Throne Rose
two
will lift it
times
up.
by
Joji joined the
Joji
total there.
Joji
The
ko
turret
ko
was
mai ming ja
coming in. Look at this, Enzo. He goes
asanga
all
wale
the
he
way,
la
but
fola
it
pu
was
keno si di
Paulina.
dragon ji di
Goes in
adu bu
there with a
fazai
dive, finds the kill. Crisis will be taking out Paulina as well. One for
post
one
are
here.
he
Swin falls down in the hand at the Matador.
e
Unfortunately,
e
comes
ya
out.
jo
Going for the
1
final
HP da
save of
ani ma
victory.
khan
Two
gre ko
members managed to flew back into the safe
turtle
harbor
lam
zone,
ga
and
thawai
now
ani
GG
go na ba
was in there. The Euroblis comes up. They're taking out the gold away from the tier. Now the
hyper maming
penetration
je
will be used.
kai haibano
The lava
EBT
golem
gi
will
je
be taken
aseng ma
out,
maming je
giving
Julius
that
Julius
bit
ko
of
woni ko aseng ming
EXP to
Julius
the jungle.
ado hojik ma
Yeah,
game
and
maming je
that
Godspeed
would
hai
have been
Godspeed
quite bad for them if
ming aseng
Matara
mo
as
de
well as
Julius ko woni
Godspeed would have been losing out their life, but with a little amount of HP, they were able to escape it out. So it is going to be quite hefty for the side of Team Armageddon Esports. That would
turtle
have
di
been quite of a
Armageddon
defensive
ani
blow,
logre ko
as well as that would have been given them a much,
Goal
much
is it?
more of a
Goal is
lead.
what?
ado guys ma'am don't
Onto
forget to hit the
S8ul
like
Esports with a
500
good,
people watching don't forget to
as
hit the
well as a
like
lucky kind of an escape for both of them.
this is
Maybe if
Armageddon
Ito did have the
Esports
vengeance, he would have
versus
been trying
EVT
to initiate more onto that, but he was not able
AE
to do so. Godspeed was trying to initiate onto that. Looks like they will be trying to force out onto the turrets, but the minions are not present. Once again, Armageddon Esports are having slight of a lead, but the next turtle would be making quite of a difference.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, even though they're going for the turtle engages Itami, Team Armageddon
oh
is going to
aya ga team camera jin kai don uli jina udre padai chat le ko hati ha le CC khungat kre dragon ju paisa lei petrify nam je lei si ani ko upai lei te shadow loi gre dragon ju ha li mathang mathang ni mathang mathang one by one asi ju hat khani
The man with the bullet, and now the Throne Rose comes in as well. Zodi with the puncture goes in there, finds a little bit of damage onto the members of EVT,
oh
but now he's getting cornered.
you
He's
sin
getting
kai
chased,
ba I
and
mean
will be taken out
Lancelot
by
ke des to loi
Crisis
gi ba
here.
des to
Killing
ba des
spree
cool down lai gi
for
ba ni ko ma walking
Crisis.
cheli da
What a rotation, what a gameplay, and oh my
ta wi ne
goodness, chased down.
EVT na makha ta or law ni
Will be taken out by S8ul there with a burst. He managed to melt it down the tanky one.
replay ni mo lai
Well onto the bot. What a
replay
trade
ula koi
from
ma khon ni ko ja post lai
Crisis.
post lai
One tier on the
asi
way.
ge sound ani chai nei je
EVT, and
si
now
makha da replay mu lai ba si replay je
Yeah, 3
Adu
for
dune.
none as well as the tower going for the side of Team EVT. So it was only
Isai
a
sak
matter
lo
of
bro,
time
tale
they
tale.
were able to get the lead back onto their side, and they were able to do so. This time the turtle will be spawning, and I think it could be an uncontested turtle for the side of Team Elusivity.
Silo
Esports,
BS ama
considering the
loy
fact that Young Love
si
is
lo ga me
taking
so
down
malai ri
on
du
the
lo
hand of
si lo
Crisis,
ga
and
kai so gi team
Senju
do
is there
pick
with
to
the chase down. Actually, he
pick
did a
pick ka
pretty
johan ka lai
pretty good job
johan sin mi
chasing
jo gi
out
team ne ba pick ka
onto
johan
those
ka lai
members of Team Armageddon Esports, and they were able to get a 3 for none, which will be giving them a huge of an advantage.
EBT jambo po hong gi EBT je
Tries to
podri
initiate with the Black Dragon form.
podri EBT
There will
podri ma
only be
EBT
one
ju
chance
point wang gi ne
that, he will
Second
just
best
be
at all,
taken
EBT,
down
yeah.
onto the process.
EBT
because
ga
that
Venom ga
was
sana
going
gre
to
da
become
ye
so
du mang
complex
EBT ga kana
as
no go sana
part
gram
of as the game is progressing
Swiss
on
stage
to
ang
the
wali
mid, I think
team me ma ka sana de ne
Crisis
beso wan je
could
team khodi
be
mak
one
loi
of the
thengai
major
nu ne
target for the side of Team Armageddon Esports,
wali
because
wala du da
this
kwali
guy
gi
is
point yam
getting
team de ne
farmed, and he could be
ka
the
ri
best
gai
guy onto this
ka
side
ri
as
gai
well.
point wang de
So
ka ri gai len
the
khan
key
bi chance wang
objective
ka
is
ri gai
definitely going to be trying to shut down
phazar
the
he
opponent's
haya ge
looting.
position ji
Yeah, and now like having the tier 1 to the bot, he can actually be giving more rotation to the team fight. So this is the very vulnerable position for team
minute
Armageddon Esports at
minute
this
kya na
point.
pause
Even
minute
though
ani
they're
de gen
winning
pi da
those
male
turtle fights, those turtles as well, but then what happened on the bot? is really remarkably
Yeah, I
unbelievable
forced it.
for me because the gold spike was in the hand of Armageddon Esports. First, it was Ito, then Paulina
마기
comes
수리켄 자이
in,
토끼베니
then
수리켄
also
자이 도로
Madara,
한절락보다 좀 많이 떠오긴
not
떠오긴
Madara, Godspeed. And then we saw that it is not into the hand for of
EBT가
Armageddon
색깔
Esports.
샤인가디
Finally,
칼레
Crisis joins the fight.
하이나
Rhapsody walks, then
칼레
Sonata
하우르게
comes in.
가시스
He finds two into the way, killing spree into the hand, and then even though somehow
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕꯦꯅꯝꯒꯤ
the Hylos
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯨ
was attacking
ꯌꯦꯡꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯣ
his way
ꯕꯦꯅꯝꯒꯤ
back
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯨ
into the
ꯂꯤꯡꯕꯅꯦ
safer
ꯕꯦꯅꯝꯁꯨ
zone, but
ꯇꯤꯝ ꯐꯥꯏꯠꯇꯤ
no,
ꯃꯩꯅꯤꯀꯣ
chase
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ
being on by
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ
VD
ꯃꯦꯇꯥꯁꯤꯗꯤ
locked in.
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯇꯦꯜ
This
ꯇꯤꯝ ꯐꯥꯏꯠꯇ
Sinju, of
ꯂꯤꯡꯕ
course,
ꯇꯤꯝꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ
he
ꯀꯥꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕ
finds the
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅ
kill there.
ꯕꯦꯅꯝꯁꯨ
It's so
ꯈꯤꯇꯪ
good
ꯑꯁꯥ
from
ꯂꯩ
the side of VD at this point. They're really going for those
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ
small
ꯃꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝꯕꯨ
engages
ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ
and
ꯁꯞꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯀꯣ
converting
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ
it
ꯀꯥꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ
into a
ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ
big
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝꯕꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯗꯤ
micro trade.
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯦ
Yep,
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯊꯤꯛ
and that
ꯁꯣꯗꯥꯎꯟꯁꯦ
will
ꯁꯤꯗ
be the
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ
pause
ꯃꯆꯥꯒꯤ
getting
ꯇꯤꯝꯅ
over,
ꯐꯥꯔꯁ
and
ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ
looks
ꯊꯥꯔꯠ
like
ꯑꯍꯨꯝꯃꯛ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯂꯧꯕ
Elusivity is
ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ
going to be
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ
directly
ꯇꯤꯝ
heading
ꯃꯔꯤꯃꯛ
on
ꯆꯠꯂꯒ
to
ꯃꯔꯤꯃꯛ
30.
ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ
Paulina
ꯋꯥꯟꯗꯩ
is
ꯐꯣꯔꯐꯥꯎ
trying to
ꯂꯥꯛꯑ
get
ꯍꯔꯥꯎ
on
ꯍꯔꯥꯎ ꯍꯜꯂꯛꯄꯗꯣ
that
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤꯀꯣ
observation, but I
ꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯐꯤꯒ
don't think
ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯒ
that is actually going to be enough. It is going to be an
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ
unbelievable
ꯃꯌꯥꯡꯅ
fight.
ꯔꯨꯜ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯏꯁꯦ
Going
ꯀꯨꯏꯔꯦꯕ
out for the side
ꯃꯌꯥꯡꯅ
of Team Elusivity Esports,
ꯑꯗꯣ
two
ꯃꯌꯥꯡꯅ
people will be
ꯉꯝꯍꯟꯗꯕꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ
fighting
ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯦ
in
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ
the
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝ
this
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ
fight.
ꯀꯥꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ
So
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ
it is going to be keep extending unless Team Armageddon Esports comes up with the trades. The thing is, we
ꯑꯦꯄꯦꯛꯁꯇꯣ
do
ꯑꯩ
have
ꯐꯣꯟ
here
ꯇꯧꯍꯧꯕꯅꯦ
the CC as well as the Lancelot. So if
ꯄꯔꯥꯟꯊꯥꯗꯤ
they
ꯃꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯟꯊꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤ
do
ꯃꯣꯏ
make the difference in terms of taking out the objectives, I think the comeback is still possible. But for now, EVT are extending out the leads. Bravest fighter
ꯏꯁ
being used out
ꯈꯥꯏꯗꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
onto two people. There's the engage.
ꯈꯥꯏꯗꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦꯍꯦ
Heroic
ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯪꯁꯤꯗ
comes, but
ꯐꯥꯏꯠꯁꯦ ꯖꯣ
Paulina
ꯂꯥꯎ
joins
ꯇꯧꯁꯜꯂꯛꯑꯦ
in with the Black Dragon from AOG comes up. Paulina finds a kill onto
Get over
Sinju.
the
He goes down
Kalele.
as well. Mega kill being secured by Crisis. He goes
Oh
for the top. All will be
my
going on
god,
the twin flame. Can it be a
Sabina.
triple for Crisis? He's still chasing out there. The blue buff being
Good
taken
work,
out
Uncle.
by Zozi, and Zozi getting
ꯃꯥꯒꯤ
cornered as
ꯁ꯭ꯀꯥꯏ
well.
ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ
The threat
ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯛꯁꯨ
comes
ꯈꯔꯗꯤ
up from
ꯀꯨꯟꯊ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯤꯐꯨꯃꯨꯛꯇꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯃꯅꯤ
Tori QT, which will be the puncture, taking out the Throne Reason into the hand. The GG fight comes up. You need to
ꯈꯥꯕꯩꯅ
take out
ꯊꯣꯝꯕꯗ
Crisis. You need to
ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ
march him
ꯅꯤꯅꯤ
up.
ꯅꯣꯛ ꯆꯠꯄ
This
ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯗꯣ
is not Senju, the
ꯂꯥꯏꯚ
prince,
ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ
the king.
ꯃꯥ ꯂꯥꯏꯚ
Crisis,
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
the
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯥꯏꯚ
Senju.
ꯊꯥꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯨ
Yeah,
ꯈꯥꯕꯩꯅ
Senju
ꯊꯣꯝꯕꯗ
is
ꯀꯥꯏꯖꯜꯂꯦ
actually
ꯋꯥꯟ
looking
ꯇꯥꯔꯦ
weaker as well when it comes to the initiation because of the RWM Phantom Execution as well as the OG Shadow Kill being used out, but
ꯐꯦꯟꯇꯝ
the Prince
ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯤꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟ
also
ꯐꯦꯟꯇꯝ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯤꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟ
now
ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯤ
taking
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯣ
out the vehicles of
ꯑꯜꯇꯤ
Team
ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯅꯣ ꯐꯦꯟꯇꯝ
S8ul.
ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯤꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟ ꯏꯂꯦꯟꯁꯣꯀꯤ
But
ꯑꯜꯇꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯔ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ
EVT are going quite all out when it comes to the team fights as well, and they were able to find out some trades. It was a 2-for-1, but just losing out Senju is not going to be mean of a difference. Like As has already said it out, Twin Flame quite low,
ꯑꯣ
and he's
ꯅꯥꯔꯦ ꯅꯥꯔꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯥꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ ꯑꯥ ꯌꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
Once again, finds a tear, finds a kill. Twin Flame
ꯀꯨꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯟꯖꯔꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯒꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
it will be a double for Crisis.
ꯃꯥꯅ
Don't
ꯊꯦꯡꯕ
say
ꯃꯤꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ
single
ꯁꯤꯔꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
kill.
ꯁ꯭ꯀꯥꯏ
He
ꯁ꯭ꯀꯥꯏ
got
ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ
only with the double,
ꯑꯥ
and
ꯌꯧꯔꯝꯃꯅꯤ
now his trade
quite
power
low,
going
and
in
ꯃꯊꯪꯒ
there.
ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗ ꯃꯥ ꯂꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯔꯤ ꯂꯥꯎꯔꯦꯀꯣ
Into the action once again, finds the tear, finds the kill. Twin Flame will be
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ
taken
ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯦꯟ
out
ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ
there. It will be a
ꯁꯥꯎꯟꯅꯅꯤ
double
ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ
now.
ꯇꯧꯅꯍꯟꯕꯅꯦꯕ
Now Dex just changed the whole scenario for Team A. The
ꯃꯣꯏ ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯦꯟ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯕꯅꯦ ꯁꯥꯎꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯕꯤꯗ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯑꯒꯗꯤ ꯐꯕ ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯦꯟ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯗꯣ ꯁꯥꯎꯟ ꯌꯥꯎ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯄꯅꯤꯅ ꯁꯥꯎꯟ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯆꯥꯏꯈꯥꯏꯅꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯅꯤ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯦꯠꯁꯇꯣ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯋꯥꯀꯤꯡ ꯆꯠ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦꯀꯣ ꯂꯝꯍꯥꯡꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯔꯗꯁꯦ 5 vs 4 ꯇꯥꯔꯅꯤ 5 vs 4
I don't feel this is the online
ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛꯇꯤ
movement
ꯂꯥꯛꯍꯟꯒꯅꯣꯍꯦ
from Armageddon Esports. We can actually say you need to take care of Crisis first.
yeah, and the other thing is he was trying to get out
Rồi
some
biết đi
visions
phải tới
onto the
tìm phải
bot,
tới mà
but
phải tới cái gì
unfortunately it backfired onto them, and
Yeah, but they
Armageddon
will get
Esports
them.
will also do
They
the
will
Lord
get
ꯂꯣꯔꯗ
protection.
ꯗꯦꯛꯁꯇꯔꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝꯅꯦ ꯂꯣꯔꯗ
Without
ꯗꯦꯛꯁꯇꯔꯒꯤ
Senju, I think losing out
Lord
onto the team
Dexter.
fights might be quite crucial, but Ito will be forced to just reset out the Lord, or maybe the Lancelot will be trying to join onto the team fight.
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯃꯔꯛꯊꯠꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯛꯁꯦ 300 ꯌꯧꯗꯣꯔꯦ 300 ꯌꯧꯗꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯤꯄꯥꯟ ꯈꯛꯇꯪ ꯉꯥꯏꯌꯦ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯁꯤ ꯗꯣꯟꯠ ꯐꯣꯔꯒꯦꯠ ꯇꯨ ꯍꯤꯠ ꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯂꯣꯔꯗ ꯗꯥꯟꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯂꯧꯒꯅꯤ ꯂꯣꯔꯗꯁꯦ ꯄꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯌꯥꯕꯨꯖꯥꯁꯦꯗꯣ ꯄꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯕꯣ ꯐꯖꯩ ꯐꯖꯩ ꯖꯣꯖꯤꯅ ꯈꯨꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯌꯥꯕꯨꯖꯥꯁꯦꯗꯣ ꯁꯨꯁꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯎꯍꯧꯋꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯃꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯜꯂꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯣ ꯐꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯁ ꯐꯖꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯂꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯔꯤ ꯀꯤꯜ 10 ꯁꯨꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯀꯤꯜ 9 ꯁꯨꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ 902 ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯀꯣꯠꯂꯦ ꯇꯧ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯔꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯍꯌꯥ ꯋꯥꯜꯗ ꯁꯨꯖꯟꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ
It's more like happy settlement for EVT.
Yeah, the shield will be up, but I still feel that was a better trade for the side of
ꯑꯗꯣ
Team
ꯀꯝꯕꯦꯛ
Esports
ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯒꯤ
because
ꯆꯥꯟꯁꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦꯀꯣ ബ്ꯂꯨ
they
ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯦ
got a 3 without
Tang moina mapa chagagadi ko.
members onto this fight. So the
Moigi
crucial
haidi
target
EBT gi
that
match
they
out of
will
position
go
amutang
for
di
as
tagre
well.
hadu da moina chance
And
kitang di
Granger
logi.
is almost full item. He
The
is
EBT ne
absolutely
kitang ga soira ga EBT ne
ready
kitang ga soira ga moina chance tawgi de comeback gi.
looking at the gloves, I
Dumale
think
to ma
he
si
will
changa de ma
go for
soiduni.
Winter Crown, or maybe he
Yes,
can
asi chang di
swap
jai
it
ko.
out with the Rose Gold, or for the additional damage, go out for the War Axe as well.
Haya
It
is
works
something high
really
gre.
well with the
Haya is
utility
something.
kind of a matchup, and looks like Godspeed. He was
Ton ka
trying
si
to get out
immune
of the
chat kre,
position, but
ton
the
immune
team
chat
fight has
kre.
come up.
Adu bu walking chen jale si re.
Following up with the AOG, and Zosi falls down there.
Dragon ga si pai pai
We're
chat
gonna
tore.
see Paulina running away with the
Sati
Black
re si di
Dragon
nong mai
working
si di mai
there as
chale.
well, but the
Thieng
Tesla
thieng
coming
mi lo
back
si re
to
ko
it again.
legendary.
Piercing out. Twin Flame falling down for the fourth time in a straight way into the hand of Crisis. He's just eating him raw at this point, leaving out no crumbs.
She is living on no crumbs,
He's
I guess.
gonna be, he's leaving out no crumbs, and he is trying to force out onto the way onto the mid as well. Maybe Paulina doesn't have the Black Dragon form yet, and there's the team fight.
Nong mai si di kenom tawre si di. Nong mai si di kenom tawre ko.
Open at this moment. We're gonna see the 3-lane waves coming in there. It gets cleared as soon as possible from the side of EVT, and now the waves coming in. They have no way to stall it out, but it will be Twin Flame going with a glorious pathway. And you
Okay,
will
okay,
see
amadi
that
khunga kre.
Swain falling up there. Madara falls down.
Oh,
The
songjan
Cadena
kre ma si
Swain
oh,
jumping on.
lore.
Legendary onto the hand
Si
of
di
the
lore.
Colossus. We're gonna see the killing spree out of Swain. 2-man down at this point.
Ani ka tari ko mabani defend taw sing sing ka taw dan kha kena taw ga di yare. Do clear taw kre ko, clear taw kre. Mai lane clear taw. Eh. Sati re si di.
It's just the two members standing out with the waves coming in from the each side of the lane. Can they manage to defend it out? Can they manage to clear it out? The yo-yo blitz being used there, but it will be Crisis dealing out those bullets onto the head of Ito.
They will be requiring some mega minions in order to actually end out the game, because the cooldown timers are not that massive. So they will, Armageddon Esports will be back for the defense, but looks like they will be
Ko la sa jale ko na tike.
tower. Crisis just goes back. Twin Flame
Granger ji
back
kram ta thieng bu
he
phang dre ne.
goes back as well, trying to buy enough time for the side of team EVT so that they will be getting the uncontested Lord. Godspeed has already
Okay, sigi lord push se defend taw ga di.
uncontested Lord without
Camping
any
lagti ni.
towers remaining
Defend
for
taw
the
wa
side
de
of
male
team.
minute kya ge lo na.
All they need to do is
Ni
try
13
to
load.
Synchros lane and end the game as soon as possible.
Untouchable Crisis, unkillable yet, and you need to find him the way to take him down. Maybe the Black Dragon, maybe the Traction Pearls, or maybe the Phantom Execution, but you need a way to take him down. Otherwise, the game is just getting away from your hand. You're just
Can they
taking
defend this
airside
lord?
into
Can
the 1v1
AE defend this lord?
stage, because it is not the EVT, it is Crisis who's right now raiding.
Nakandagi roam tor la e. Conceal tor ga. Paisa lai ko. Tare. Dragon ju paisa ga si di yeng min na si myam. Mi ani di sat le. EBT mi hum su e sale je si di loi dre. Defend taw ko da. Changsel la be si taw ri ka doi ba. Changsel la be si taw ri ka doi ba. Oh. Loe. GG. Well played to both teams. Well played, well played. Keno na kare ko. EBT na kare. Point la khokre EBT na point la khokre. So hondre ne manao de.
To be in the 2-0 bracket and kicking away team Armageddon Esports into the 1-1 bracket, where the fierce civil lions are
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for the Armageddon, S8ul and Noctura.
And that will be
Yeah, I
a
know, yeah, I know.
dominant kind of a victory.
Moi caster is energetic caster. GG. GG guys.
Way too prepared, and giving out
Hoi hoi.
Crisis' Granger was
Oh, nang lo siya lagay na.
for this fight. The guy
Okay, okay. Ay mathang match utang ka tharamage.
almost with
Pick ka keno ko sanaba to.
it was almost
MVP ji crisis na tayo ko. Ay mathang siya.
1406 with the Granger, the man, the myth, the legend, and of course I think he was going out for the Winter Crown, and he later swapped it out with the Immortality as well.
Build ga sila yung oro hizigi to.
So quite early
Sito le ule ko.
decision.
Emblem,
This guy
assassin
able to
emblem,
make the snowball. He was able to
Thrill,
make the difference,
Festival
and
of
he
Blood,
was deserving MVP. Look at all of
adagi
the stats.
Impures.
Okay.
May chale.
Yeah,
Are you
of
there?
course. No, I'm there. I was just reading how it is,
GG. May am like nam siko guys. 500 people watching guys. Don't forget to hit the like. Like mo mention bira mo. EBT ji using Manipur gi. Yam hot oiba Yam
last time it
yak
was
lao
seen
iba
here,
team ni
but
ko
this
khoi
time it
Manipur
is
gi
the
yak lao iba
Crisis
team ni
team
EBT
members
ai
to
je.
carry out the Elusivity Esports. This is the way. This is the way of Crisis, of course, and he literally bring that Crisis to Armageddon Esports. Two Turtle straight away from the very beginning, winning the fight. There was a 3-1
Lanzadaba
score,
tonanba
and then there was a fight, very
yaine
solid
comment ja.
double kill coming in the
Lanzadaba
hand of
tonanba ko
Crisis,
gre
and
ko mai ming ja.
everything got changed when he got that killing
Khong
spree
ham
in his
ning mo
hand.
male
He
khang mo
has seen
male.
that Festival of Blood.
Yai.
That do have that energy to actually
Ado
go for this type of damage,
lens
and
to
full
retry di
tank
phasai
with
lens
those
ki.
kacha.
Ado
They
de
do
lens ki
train
thon
out
rose
the
to magi
CG, but
seconds ka
doesn't
punjal la
matter.
tor
The
paganda de
Lapu Lapu
mun ba
is
khara
that
wa bane lens ta gi
proper
mun ba nuai je suyu
hero,
mangai
and this is the
suyu ga
goatee
pana de
we're
mangai
talking
haya
about.
ga
From
lens
the
ka di
setup
lens
we're
di dum
talking
khar
about,
lower
the
ni ko
KD we're talking about as
lens
well.
di
It is the damage output.
objective lau ba khot pa total low low we no
Yeah,
ai
and the damage output, of course,
Berserker is
is
something high
definitely
ai
going
sana
to
ba
be
yaude ko
from Crisis, and he will be the major damage dealer for the side of Elusivity. I think
MM
for
ga
the
YG ga
last
funa
two
bu do
fights against
uhodre
Armageddon Esports, they were completely reliant on the
Venom
Elusivity,
di
as
Venom
they
ju
were
sagali ba
trying to
team ni
get the
Venom
scope
ju
out, but
spotlight
then
ulakani ko Venom gi jo
didn't happen onto the scam
Venom ju kana
game plan.
sagalai ba team ni
Of course, it is going to be
ado
Crisis
mathang gi
being
Venom
the
gi
best
match
guy
adi
to
nuai
carry.
doni ko play
Of
yeng ba
course, it is Senju who
Venom
is
gi
going to
match
be
se
over
hayang
top
hachi
with
lai
the
rani
plays
mo gi
as
ju
well as the initiation. Twin Flame did try to engage with those glorious pathway plays. He was there as the initiator, trying to dive out onto the backlines too, but the defense coming out from the side of
God speech
Esports,
Julius lo
the
mane mane God speech
response from
Julius ne
Azara actually onto the high loss was making sure that
Manipur da
he didn't
millionaire je
dive out
phajana
onto
ahi
the
lai re
backline,
ahi
and
ba
Senju
phajana
was
lai
doing
lai
the
adu di
you know
oza pha bai ni na
awesome visions out of the bushes as well. One time he was even taken down before the Lord that came up, so he was doing his job, and he will be taking up 19 assists on
almost
this
agi
game.
manau pa
So
male
this will
asigi
be
manau
it
se
for this game. As TZ, anything
pamom da
else
jantra
you want to
city
add?
ga nai thek pi ga je
No, I'm not sure.
te me
Like,
soi da ne
I mean, you talk
ma'am
about
like
the
nam ziko
lobby thing, but here I saw like they went
hit
for
the
that
like
fighter MM,
guys
so
hit
it
the like
doesn't work
button
for them. But I
akoi gi
believe they will be rectifying that
keno
issue. They
sisu
will be coming back
10k
stronger than
subscribers
ever.
yu
But
yodrom ni ko
right
10k
now,
subscriber
thanks
yodri
over
ba
here. I'm
only
not exactly sure about
120
this S8ul or maybe not
120
Ula, but I
subscribers
believe
mukta ngai
Armageddon
amne
know
sama ga
how
something
to make their comeback. They know how to set back and to make the comeback.
ado
So I
10k
believe
yoba kanda
they will do something
3
on
star
that.
like
But
giveaways
congratulations
torkani
once again
plus
to Elisabeth
adagi
Esports
skin
for their
khaga
second
torkani ko
win in the
giveaway
Weekend
ja
Showdown Season 2. And with this,
aduna
we'll be
subscribe
taking a
tawdriba
short break.
kangu
The 9
stream
o'clock
da
kick
lagadi
off,
subscribe mesen
guys.
biamo
It will be soon there. Zohan versus Yellowstone. So be there,
don't
guys.
forget to hit the
Stay tuned
like and
with us for
subscribe
another 1-0 bracket game. The last one for the
grind
night.
toro sold
But
yausalasi hai phatre ko
we'll be
aduma
after the
de
short break. So stay tuned. We'll be coming back after the short break. Thank you.
ado asigi sai tharaga de ai back chale hu paite copyright chai ba moidi isai je paisa thiraga
Yeah, 3 for
copyright
9.
chadana ba
That's
thoinge sizinai ne ba
Really fierce
ado keno
play.
yengsi ko
It's more like
ahamba kai
coaching
degi soiba
that's
hogi do
been comp.
pick because
ahamba
you
gi
know
fight ahamba gi turtle fight han yenge analyze tor mathang game ngai ge to game no yak pagi aine haibado isai thane
And
haibado isai ju thakini
likely
ko
when he
game no yak pa isai ju noi tahan gi duni wali
I'm not gonna
it will be dependent.
goes in there. He do
But
have the last miss already been there. Skirmishes.
Yenga
on
si
the
si ahamba gi
side. And you're gonna see that
turtle
Senju
yenga si
walking over there, busting out some energy from the side of Team Armageddon. But there you go. Energy has been
Oh,
taken out
Tom.
from the Roba, but the Riveted Lies popped up there. Got forced out onto Twin Flame to actually dust it out so that he will be not gonna give out his kill to the head of
Just to save your life, he did ended up losing one of the battle spell. That would have been quite a tragedy. But speaking of tragedy, there is going to be the prior emblems coming up from Blue versus Ice. On this board, Deluxe will be even after the rupture as well as Festival of Blood. So the rupture could be giving out you the additional damage when it comes to the
se
pet
si
combos,
si
and
badi
there is a team
phazagiwa
fight.
What Shadow comes in there. He goes
simadi
for
phazagre
the
ado
little
sigi
bit of
matungda
as well. He goes
hayada
for the
kumgre
enemy,
makada
and Brave Fighter coming in.
marandi mai
Throw
retri to
there.
turtle tholok te ba second ta da ngai ba ko mai retri ja si thada ma skill da sizinagre ba retri thada ga ati do sizinagre adu dana ma je turtle contest sat khidabne ba
It will be
farm tawga ma makha da
Team
kumdagi ba
EBT starting the way. Hayabusa got the kill
adu dane
here.
landslot na lausangre do
Oh,
aham bai
that's
turtle
glorious. And in the meantime, Visual
mini map si
Optics
yengo
dropped
ba
it to the
farm
left.
tawgre adu blue buffalo ma kumdagi ne ba
First blood once again.
ado turtle si zoom ai si play tawge ko turtle je
There's a turtle fight as well.
turtle je kino tawda ma blue low ri bisida retri yaude ma gi retri yaude mai retri hujibo cooldown rem gini ulak ke je ꯁꯣꯔꯣ ꯁꯣꯔꯣ ꯆꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯇꯨ ꯀꯨꯜꯗꯥꯎꯟꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯁꯨ ꯌꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯪꯉꯔꯣꯏ
As the team
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇ
fight
ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯥꯏ
continues.
ꯀꯨꯜꯗꯥꯎꯟꯁꯤꯕꯨꯗꯤ
3G
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯐꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯈꯥ
Zozi with
ꯀꯨꯝꯈꯤꯕꯅꯦ
the
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯔꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯣ
total
ꯇꯔꯇꯜꯗꯣ
spill, and
ꯇꯧꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ
holy
ꯇꯦꯡꯁꯦ
daddy finds a
ꯊꯥꯖꯤꯜꯂꯝꯗꯕꯁꯨ
kill
ꯌꯥꯏ
onto Madara as well. Two trade being traded
ꯇꯦꯡꯇꯣ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ
onto the
ꯀꯤꯜꯅꯤꯀꯣ
side of
ꯇꯥꯏꯗꯣ
Team
ꯇꯔꯇꯜꯗꯣ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ
Elusivity
ꯄꯤꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ
Esports. I mean,
ꯅꯥꯀꯟ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯗ
Armageddon
ꯂꯩꯕ
Esports and Elusivity. They got nothing in the total
ꯐꯥꯔꯁ
fight.
ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯌꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤ
But the micro will be
ꯑꯗꯣ
saved
ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯟꯖꯔꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ
onto
ꯉꯟꯇꯥꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ kayadano minute
Still, I
2
believe
minutes
that,
30
with
second
the
loigre
1-0 score,
magi sky
they do
pressure
have more chances to
Granger
actually
gi
go for the
2 minute 3
first
second
turtle,
30 second
but it literally got
minute
changed.
ani makhai da haitai
I think this is what the expanding river does make the difference onto the team fights, because the side laners, like we have already mentioned it out, they are able to rotate a lot faster when it comes to the turtle fights. And speaking of turtle fights, oh, there's the pickup being used out, as well as the EOG.
simadi phajagi
Engages
team
as well.
keno ni ko
Only the
ani
pickup
gi
being
ulti ni
used
ko
out
ma
faster
chai
when
da
it comes to the turtle fights. And speaking of turtle fights, oh, there's the pickup being used out, as well as the EOG.
do mana si chongjalakpai du da moi myam je hangre adugi hangi bai du da ꯐꯨꯖꯜꯂꯣ ꯁꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯥꯏꯔꯣꯛꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯆꯥꯟꯁ ꯂꯧꯁꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯦꯖ ꯁꯣꯏꯔꯛꯄꯗ ꯁꯣꯏꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯐꯨꯖꯟꯕ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯞꯈꯤꯕꯩꯅꯦꯕ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯨ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯞꯅꯈꯤꯕꯩꯅꯦꯕ ꯂꯥꯞꯑꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯒꯗꯣꯒꯖꯔꯁꯦ ꯐꯨꯗꯅ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯌꯥꯅꯤ
Yeah, nice one for the side of Armageddon Esports mid laner Swain. He really managed to dodge out two spells, big hits, AOG and the Ogi Shadow kill. That dodge was so important for him because
next match da maitai yaudrubo yawe next match da hyper do maitai mcham yawi ko
goal lead for
moi ani mu yauri
Esports, even though they lose out the turtle, but still they
next
have
match
to
hawrani minute manga phadre ko next match hawrani ado game je analyze to boina yengsi ko
faded away soon, but now the quad shadow being used. Throne Rose comes up.
kochi loigre ayabu sana kochi Granger na Sky Pressure CC gani ko len panai je CC ga len pana bai CC na di dum ngam madam ne ado ma ya mahina len panai minion je siram dai ko dingi mana kap kap tan sumaina clear tau tau dana skin ga je ke no ni normal skin ni pai thai je kem skin yaw da bi basic dai basic one sanai ni ko
Uses the vengeance just to escape. I think he would have been able to survive even if he didn't pop out the vengeance. That would be quite of a resource being baited out, and looks like the
New
team
lineup.
is getting prioritized.
Rook
Black
jungle
Dragon
na
now
tro na te da
in order to zone them out. Cody Cutie goes in.
sizu retri je len son na ngamba
Throne Rose will be popped up. Zozi finds the total there. The glorious pop coming in. Look at this. Senzo. He goes for the RWM, but it will. Paulina goes in there with a dive. Finds the kill. Crisis will be taking out Paulina as well. 1-for-1.
sigi phai je dai kan game ne Granger je
Madara Kocher comes up. And he goes for the fight. No
ai
slip.
si ani ju siau da phajai
Managed to flew back into
local
the safe
packer hai
zone,
ge
and now CC goes in there. The Euroblis comes up. They're taking out the gold away from the tier. Now the Phantom Execution got used. The lava golem will be taken out, giving that little bit of EXP to the jungler.
Yeah, EVT,
farm mun na bi retri ga thado mun thok pi ni
if Madara as well as Godspeed would have been losing out their life, but with a little amount of HP,
badaruk lai tar badaruk loisangre badaruk ti live loisangre ko
going to be quite
ma ai ga thamin na mane ma
Armageddon Esports. That would have been quite of a difference.
so ge match to
as well
adu
as
tha gen
would
hen ba ma
have
do
been given
so ge match de mi khayam yengi dana
much more of a
adu
lead.
du
But for now, Elusivity Esports with a really good as well as a lucky kind of an escape for both of them. Maybe if Ito did had the vengeance, he would have been trying to.
sak lam je le nei de as ngai ba wa do de sak sa di
Godspeed
pung
was
kya ta
trying
ge
to
ma phan
use
ma
it.
khai
Looks like they
play
were
na
trying
pung
to
tara
force
de
out
ho
the
ro
balance, but the
game
big
sung sana
advantage
doi ne ba
for them once again.
hojik 5 man je practice to bo je khar ga di ho re ko
But the next turtle
ai de ai ju 5 man je sana je khut san da ba ya da ba
Yeah, this is the thing.
adu
Even
duna yam
though they're
theng
going
bok
for the
sana ju ya da
turtle
ni na
engages Tommy,
sa sa sa
Team
watch party je
Armageddon
to salam ge to bo ne
the turtle, but now the engage comes in. The skirmish begins there. The fight comes out. Slayer up HP. Corey Coyote. Bravest fighter used. Minus 2 finds the kill onto Ito. In the meantime, the Black Dragon comes out. Will be Paulina securing the kill onto Godspeed. Paulina falls down. Crisis comes in. Rhapsody working here. The man with the gun. The man with the bullet. And now the Throne Rose comes in as well. Zozi with a puncture goes in there. Finds a little bit of damage onto the members of EVT. But now he's getting cornered. He's getting chased. And
turtle spawn hai ge turtle
Crisis
spawn hai ge
yet
makha di chalani
for Crisis. What a rotation, what a gameplay, and oh my goodness, chase down to the hell and will be taken out now the Throne Rose comes in as well. Zozi there with a burst rotation, what a gameplay.
For the side going to be trying to shut down the opponent.
To Madara. not Madara, Godspeed. At this point, they're really going for those small engages.
Is going to be the CC.
ꯀꯌꯥ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦ ꯐꯖꯔꯦ ꯇꯣꯁꯦ ꯏꯁꯩ ꯊꯥꯏꯁꯨ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯏꯁꯩꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯕ
City Esports that's going out for the side of team is a match.
ꯏꯁꯩ ꯊꯥꯕꯁꯦ
Godspeed.
ꯀꯣꯄꯦ ꯆꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯣꯅꯥꯀꯟꯗ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯤꯁꯤ
RWM.
Following up with the AOG, and Zosie falls down there, as well as we're gonna see Paulina running away with the Black Dragon emerging
ꯑꯗꯣ
there as
ꯁꯤ
well. But
ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ
that's
ꯑꯅꯤꯗꯣ
not
ꯉꯥꯏꯕ
enough.
ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
So
ꯀꯅꯥ
the
ꯀꯅꯥ
Red
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ
Bears are
ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ
fierce
ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯔ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ
around.
ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ
Twin
ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯔ
Flame falling down to
ꯂꯥꯏꯚ
the
ꯊꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ
Dark
ꯋꯥꯆ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ
straight
ꯍꯥꯏꯐꯦꯠ
away
ꯇꯧꯔ ꯃꯣꯏ
into
ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯣ
the hand
ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦ
of
ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ
Crisis. He's just eating him raw at this point, leaving out no crumbs.
ꯋꯥꯟ ꯄꯟꯆ ꯃꯦꯟ ꯁꯤꯖꯟ
You know, he's leaving out
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
the
ꯁꯤꯖꯟ 3 ꯑꯦꯄꯤꯁꯣꯗ 6 ꯊꯣꯛ
trying to
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦꯅ
force out onto the way onto the mid as well.
27 minutes ago ꯋꯥꯟ ꯄꯟꯆ ꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ
And
ꯑꯦꯄꯤꯁꯣꯗ ꯊꯣꯛ
there's the
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦ
team
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
fight.
ꯁꯟꯗꯦꯒꯗꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯁꯟꯗꯦ
Here
ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯣ
comes up,
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ
Waves got cleared. Eagle
ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ
falls down,
ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯏꯁꯦ
legendary for Crisis. Tears
ꯋꯥꯟ
falls down
ꯄꯟꯆ
as well,
ꯃꯦꯟꯁꯦ
but
ꯑꯩ
that's
ꯌꯥꯝ
the goal.
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦꯕ
But at
ꯁꯤꯁꯦ
the moment,
ꯑꯦꯄꯤꯁꯣꯗ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ
we're
ꯊꯣꯛ
gonna see
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦ
the 3-lane waves coming in there. It
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
appears
ꯒꯥꯏꯁ
as soon as possible
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
to
ꯇꯧꯅꯕ
ban
ꯇꯧꯒꯦ
easily, and now the waves coming
ꯂꯥꯏꯚꯁꯦ
in. They have no way to stall it out, but it
ꯂꯥꯁ
won't
ꯋꯥꯆ
be used
ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯁꯦ
anyway. We're
ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯗꯤ
gonna have
ꯊꯦꯡꯉꯅꯤꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ
glorious
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ
pathway,
ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯟꯅꯕ
and we
ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
will see
ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯦ
that Swain falling up there. Madara falls down. The continuous coming in. Bravest fighter
ꯑꯦꯜ ꯑꯥꯏ ꯕꯤ
gone.
ꯒꯦꯡꯗꯤ ꯂꯩ
Legendary
ꯑꯦꯜ
gonna
ꯑꯥꯏ ꯕꯤ
have
ꯒꯦꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ
Crisis.
ꯑꯁ
Gonna
ꯋꯥ
see a
ꯌꯥꯝ
big fight for
ꯉꯥꯡꯕꯅꯦ ꯒꯦꯝ
Swain.
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯗ
2-man down at this point. You're gonna go for this type of skirmish. Losing of the fight here. Throne Rose comes up. Paulina with the
ꯀꯅꯥ
Black
ꯀꯅꯥ
Dragon
ꯂꯩ
emerges.
ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ
Who is
ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯔ
gonna
ꯑꯦꯅꯤ
engage here?
ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯔ
Which will be the retaliation?
ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ
We'll see.
ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ
But no, the Rhapsody coming in. It's
ꯑꯥꯏ
gonna
ꯁꯚꯦꯟꯁꯨ
change.
ꯋꯥꯆ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ
Well,
ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯀꯣ
Shadow Kill goes in. Zosie got down there. It's just the two members standing out with
ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ
the waves coming in from the each side of the lane. Can they
ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ
manage to
ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗ
defend it out? Can they manage to clear it out? The yo-yo please being used there, but it will be Crisis
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
taking
ꯒꯥꯏꯁ
down
ꯑꯩꯁꯨ
those
ꯂꯥꯏꯚꯁꯦ
bullets onto the head
ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯤ
of
ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗ
Eagle.
ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯦ
They will be requiring some mega
ꯁ꯭ꯋꯤꯁ
minions
ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯖꯁꯦ ꯃꯩ
onto
ꯆꯠꯄ ꯇꯤꯝ
aggregate
ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤꯀꯣ
or
ꯑꯩꯅ
play
ꯋꯥꯆ
big.
ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ ꯇꯧꯊꯔꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯁꯦ
Numbers are not that massive, so they will RRQ
ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯁꯨ
Esports will be
ꯍꯪꯆꯤꯠꯁꯨ
back
ꯃꯩ
for the
ꯆꯠꯄ ꯇꯤꯝ
defense
ꯉꯥꯛꯇ
on their side.
ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ
They will be trying to get the inhibitor tower. Crisis just goes back. Twin
ꯁꯦꯃꯤ
Flame
ꯐꯥꯏꯅꯦꯜꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯔꯇꯔ ꯐꯥꯏꯅꯦꯜꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯔꯅꯤ
trying to buy enough time for the side of team EV
ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯔꯇꯔ ꯐꯥꯏꯅꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯃꯤ ꯐꯥꯏꯅꯦꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 3 ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 5 ꯉꯥꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯅꯦꯕ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 1ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯩ ꯋꯥꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ
that is going
ꯕꯦꯁ
to
ꯑꯣꯐ
be
1ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯈꯤꯕꯅ
unpredictable a lot
ꯍꯥꯟꯕꯅꯤꯅꯀꯣ
without any
ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 5
towers
ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ
remaining for
7
the side
ꯏꯁ
of team
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯗꯤ
RRQ Esports. All they
ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ
need to do is try to sink those lane and
ꯏꯕꯤꯜꯗ
every
ꯃꯤꯅꯣ
single
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨ ꯀꯅꯥ
person.
ꯃꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯃꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯣꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯤꯃꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ
Untouchable Crisis.
ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯎꯟꯅꯤ
Unkillable
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
youth, and
ꯇꯥꯂꯣꯏꯒꯤ
we need to
ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯎꯟꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ
find
ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯤꯗꯣ
the way to take him down. Maybe the Black Dragon,
ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ
maybe
ꯏꯕꯤꯜ
the
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯦ
faction walls, or maybe the
ꯅꯨꯄꯤ
Phantom
ꯉꯥꯡꯅ ꯂꯣꯏ
Execution, but
ꯉꯝꯃꯦꯅꯦ
you need a way to take him down.
ꯌꯥꯇꯣꯔꯣꯒꯗꯣ
Otherwise,
ꯄꯔꯃꯤꯁꯟ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ
game is
ꯁꯣꯔ ꯍꯣꯟꯕꯩꯁꯨ
just
ꯄꯔꯃꯤꯁꯟ
getting
ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕ
away from
ꯌꯥꯇꯣꯔꯣꯗꯣ
your
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ
hand. You're just
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
getting
ꯌꯥꯇꯣꯔꯣꯒꯤ
airstriked
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
into the 1-1.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯇꯣꯔꯣꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯂꯣ
It's
ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
strange
ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯝꯗꯒ
because
ꯂꯩꯔꯒꯗꯤ
this
ꯑꯝꯇꯪ
is not the
ꯒꯦꯝ
EV player.
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯒꯦ ꯑꯝꯇꯪ
Crisis who's
ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ
right now raiding
Oh,
his spear
ꯅꯣꯡ
in
ꯐꯥꯗꯣꯛꯇꯤ ꯒꯦꯝ
front of him.
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯒꯦꯀꯣ
The
ꯁꯟꯗꯦ
non-emergent
ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ
player,
नुꯡꯗꯥꯡꯗ ꯄꯨꯡ
Madara
ꯕꯥꯔꯣ
being there as
ꯕꯥꯎꯇꯪ
well.
ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ
AOG comes up
ꯑꯝꯇꯪ
into the
ꯒꯦꯝ
Black Dragon. We're
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯒꯦ
gonna see the glorious pathway coming in.
ꯄꯨꯡ
Senju
ꯃꯥꯄꯟ
versus
ꯇꯥꯕꯗ
Zosie Twin
ꯇꯨꯝꯃꯒꯦ
Flame. Gonna be
ꯇꯨꯝꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ
the
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯦꯕ
Rhapsody gonna get eased to find the way to
ꯁꯨꯛꯇꯨꯝ
Malus.
ꯇꯨꯝꯅꯤꯡꯗꯅ
Double
ꯇꯨꯝꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ
BA.
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯦꯕꯀꯣ
Godspeed falls down, but
ꯄꯨꯡ
they are
ꯃꯥꯄꯟ
locking down
తాꯕꯗ
the base. Shut down happening
ꯌꯥꯝ
for
ꯊꯤꯅ
Eagle as
ꯔꯨꯜ
well.
ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯕ
It
ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ
will be the Lord Rush, but we're gonna see that it one hit away. One hit away. Legendary for Crisis. Swain falls down. Double
ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯦ
onslaught
guys
from Paulina, and with this,
bye
Zosie is
bye
the only
bye
member
bye
standing
everyone
there,
see you
but will
guys
not be
tomorrow
able to save his best up because
ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒꯦꯀꯣ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟꯅ ꯑꯗ ꯂꯩꯒꯦ ꯁꯥꯟꯇꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯟꯁꯦ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ ꯀꯞꯄꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯦ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ see you guys tomorrow ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯥꯎꯇ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁꯣꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯏꯚ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ
Nilong koleski student singda